Triumph in the trap.
Huh? What's good? What's good? What's good, baby? What's popping? What's going on with you? How you living? Play boys, play girls, and all that good stuff, man. How y'all doing up in here, man? It is the Cook Up Tuesday morning. We in the building. Hope you know what you got going on, because if you don't, hey, maybe you do if you're here. You feel me? Well, we're going to give you what you need. We're going to tell you what you need to do. And also, we got it hooked up for the Cook Up, baby. So today, NFL talk, as usual, but we're gonna get some dynasty, some fantasy talking. We're gonna talk about them old heads, man, them old guys that people seem to don't care much about, but they still hold value, baby. Them gems that you need to be locking in. And hey, the guys we're gonna give you the profile for. My boy Rock got all the research. He gonna give you what you need. We got the menu, we got the recipe. Rock, tell us what's the dishes for today, big dog.
Feliz Cinco de Mayo. I hope everyone has a great time celebrating Mexican culture with some of your favorite food and drinks tonight. That's what I'm going to be doing. Fizz, I celebrated my 8th anniversary yesterday, May the 4th. That's when I was married 8 years ago.
Yes, sir.
Did a whole bunch of shopping. Got the wife some really nice things. Got myself a ton of cards. So I'm doing great, Fizz. I'm excited for today's show.
Here we go, big dog. Well, look, man, congratulations on that one. I went to go see the King yesterday, man. Took the family to go see some MJ, baby. Great, great, great moments, man. Got my daughter in there, man. She enjoyed it. My son wouldn't sit still, but then he sat still. So we enjoyed a little bit of that Michael Jackson, man. It was a good one. But hey, man, today we here to talk about more greatness, man. More of these players that people, with it being rookie season and the new time of the year, everybody want them new shiny toys. Nobody cares about the old guys or the old things. So we gonna explain to you why you should be still looking at those old things and bring them back, man. Give them a little bit of juice, man. Rejuvenize them. Let people know, man, that just because you're in your late 20s don't mean that you're done in the NFL. You feel me? So that's what we're gonna do today, man. But like we always do, man, we pop it off, we get it cracking. This is the Cook Up, baby. We appreciate y'all being here. Make sure you stay tapped in. Go share this link with your cousins, your mothers, your brothers, your sisters. Tell them we got the doors open. Let's get it popping. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I forgot to put my headphones in, Rock. Now we good to go, man. Hearing crystal clear. And also, man, I got to shout this out because, Rock, I don't know the score. As a matter of fact, before I open my fat mouth, let me see what's up. UFL scores. Let me bring this up, though, Rock, because I know for sure. I see him in the chat. I know Pops will be bugging me if I don't bring this up. This man seems to think that the UFL is the most important league in the world right now. So I just want to address it so I get it out the way. His defenders, 5-1, beat the Renegades. I do have a Renegades hoodie in the closet. So I will say when they first started the XFL, I got me that Renegades gear. Haven't looked at it since, Rock. But I want to bring it up. Shout out to Pops. You got your UFL news for today. And also, I want to call you out because I've had this thing for a whole year, whether it was Father's Day or birthday, but DC Defenders hat, Pops. Been holding it for a year, man. Come get it. I ain't bringing it to you. You come get your hat, man. All right, you got your 5-1. You want to hear about the UFL? You hit me up. Why you on Rock? Don't talk about the UFL. There you go. Now it's useless. Okay, it's useless. Get it out of here. We glad it got you what you needed to get. Come get that hat. Stop playing around. Stop faking. UFL news out of the way, Rock. I just want to get that out of the way because Pops bug me every week about why we don't talk about the UFL. There he goes.
I only have one question.
What's up?
Who are the defenders and what's the UFL? I guess that's 2 questions, but I have no idea what any of that is that you're talking about.
Listen, man, I'd let the old guy do his thing with that one, Rock. All right, he can enjoy that one, man. But we do got some people in the building, Rock. Let's holler at them first, then we're gonna see what's popping, what's good. My boy Jake, he must have thought that he must have saw that thumbnail, or he must already know what's going on. But Chuba Hubbard, yes, sir, he is on the thumbnail. That is my guy. I actually took him over James Cook last year and then saw that Rock, and I regret it as today. But I will say it was because of
Jesus.
it was because of contract issues. And I didn't know if James Cook was going to be paid or not. That was the only reason. Long story short, I paid for it, but Chuba's still my guy. All right, still my dog. I rock with him. And my boy Jake said, hey man, ready to make that pick in the draft. Yes, sir. We got a live draft going in one league. We also got a draft coming up at 12 o'clock, man. It's just draft season. Let's get it popping. Terminal in here. What's good with you, big dog? How you feeling, my boy? Mr. Voorhees in the building as well. Eric Bryan up in here, man. What's good with your Playboy? See you and switch your thumbnail up on this, man. I appreciate faces to names to faces, brother. When I be talking to these colors and these different letters, I'm like, man, you can change your image every week, but we appreciate faces to names, man. We like seeing our people in the streets. Pops is up on here. He ain't commenting about his defender, so if you missed it, I can't defend it, okay? You're left out on that one, big dog, all right? And yeah, man. We in the building. And also, Rock, he did say that it is Cinco de Mayo. He got to go. So he will be playing some. What you playing? Bad Buddy tonight, Rock? Bad Buddy night?
Yeah, absolutely. Gonna be.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be blaring the Bad Bunny. I want to hear more about the MJ movie that you saw. Give us a little quick movie review. Is it gonna be worth everyone's time to go out and see it? Should they wait till it comes out on DVD or whatever streaming service they got?
Well, Rock, I just say this, brother. Whenever Michael Jackson's in the building, baby, I don't care. Well, no, I take that back. I do care, right? I am going to make this tweet soon and get every Michael Jackson character that's been portrayed in a movie, put all of them in one and say, get this garbage out of here. The one that just came out is the only one that should be shown, because them other goons and buffoons that we saw on screen, Rock. I don't know if you remember all these other MJ portrayals that we've seen in movies, but man, there's been a lot of disrespect put on the King's name. That movie that I saw yesterday, one, it was his nephew, and they already got blood relations. They kind of got the same facial features, all that good stuff. But it's just authentic. Now, did they get deep into the story and this and that? No. Some people want them to hear about, the behind the scenes, and it moved along real fast. He went from a kid to a mansion in like 5 seconds. I was like, damn, like, oh snap. But I will just say, Joe Jackson ain't nobody to be played with. We already know. But MJ held it down, man. It was great I feel like every 20 years, man, you got to have like a Michael Jordan movie, Michael Jackson movie. That just has to happen, man. Every generation he's experienced what everybody experienced at the height of his peak of time. And hey, man, it was a great movie. Me and Mom's already said we're going to go see it again. So, I was cool with that. But yeah, man, good movie, man. Anytime I get the chance to enjoy the King, baby, I'm in the building. So great movie, though, brother. Great movie.
And I prefer The Wiz. So that's my MJ right there.
And that one wasn't in there. But they probably come out with a part 2. And I will say that you could tell
really
it has to be in a part 2 because they cut it short. Like right when he hit the MJ streak, like he left Jackson 5 alone, and now I'm here. It kind of like was at the end. So I don't want to give away the movie because you know the story.
Gotcha.
But pretty much you could tell the part 2 is coming, and they did announce it. So ready for part 2, baby. Let's get it, man.
There we go. Hopefully this movie does not bomb so we can actually get the better half of MJ's story. At least the one that I prefer with all the music videos, him as Smooth Criminal. I'm sure you don't get to see that in the movie. So,
well, I heard it's up about 700 million, Rocks. I don't think it bombed at all, brother.
There we go.
Worldwide anyway. But Shimmy in the building. Yes, sir. No watch on today, brother. You caught me slipping, man. So we're gonna show the wrist bone rolly, man. That it's real shining right now. A little ashy, brother. But we here, man. We here. Shout out my boy Shimmy, man. We appreciate you, big dog. But Rock, man, what's on the menu, man? First of all, with all the football stuff that's going on, and
yeah.
I ain't even gonna say all the football stuff. It's not much football stuff. It's just training camp, right? A lot of rookies just running through pads, shorts on, nothing, exciting, no big breaking news. And I think the hottest news in the NFL right now is Stephon Diggs and Mike Vrabel. They have nothing to do with football. This is
what's going on with Diggs. I'm under a rock, Fizz.
Oh my goodness. Long story short, he has the court case with the with the maid lady or what the chef lady. So,
Oh God, I forgot about that.
yeah. But her case is all rock. They already got videos. She said Diggs attacked her.
How do they have video? Do you carry a video camera around when you're in the kitchen? I mean, I do when I'm cooking.
That's what I'm telling you. They said she has claims. Now I don't know. I wasn't there. She had claims Diggs put his hands on her. Then they show a video 5 minutes after she made this claim. She in the kitchen dancing. So I don't know what he touched. I don't know who he touched, but it clearly wasn't her. So her whole case is crumbling as we speak. I don't know and I really brought that up because Stephon Diggs is still a free agent, right? We haven't
shouldn't be smiling. This is a court case. I shouldn't be smiling.
It is.
When you're dancing like this, Fizz, it's kind of tough not to.
She said that she didn't get paid for services. Next thing you know, the lawyer like, hey, well, it looked like you got paid here. I'm just saying the case is crumbling at his feet as we speak. But I only brought it up because Stephon Diggs is still a free agent, and maybe that's why, right? Because I've been wondering, why haven't the Commanders, why haven't the Ravens, why haven't these teams at least checked in or had them in for a meet? Maybe this case would be the
reason. That's the reason why it's holding it up. Yep.
But I'm gonna be honest, I brought it up because Stephon Diggs, to me, if I'm a part of the jury or just playing the outside looking in, this looks like a horrible case for her, not for him. She looked like she's trying to get up and it's not going to work. So I expect some Stephon Diggs news hopefully soon. Hopefully he gets the job. Probably won't get the job he deserves because of all this debacle stuff he got going on, but you can't keep it in your pants, Rock. Sometime that happens, brother. All right, so Diggs, chill out, my boy. Please, goodness gracious, man. Wait, let's get Diggs. Let's get Diggs and Commanders. I did hear this though. The other brother, Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah.
They said Commanders are looking at him right now, man. They said, my boy over there, Dan Quinn, he gave Trayvon Diggs his best season in Dallas when he was with the Cowboys. So they say, hey, maybe Trayvon Diggs is suitable for the Commanders. Hey, maybe we do get that Diggs connection that everybody wanted 3-4 years ago with the two brothers on the team. Maybe we get it in Washington, D.C., home team players. That would be pretty dope, man. So, just stay out of the go-go, fellas. Please. Thank you. But Rock, what else you got going on, man? That's my breaking news or news segments for that. What I got speaking on. What's up with you?
The only thing that I saw this morning before going live with you, Fizz, is Joey Bosa is heavily connected to Baltimore and signing with them. So what would you think of Joey Bosa on the other side of Trey Hendrickson compared to what they would have gotten with Max Crosby? Oh, and also, too, one of my favorite players of all time, Fizz, Calais Campbell is entering his 40th year, or 40th.
I'm about to say, huh?
He's 40 years old. He's going to be the oldest defensive lineman. He was 12th in PFF last year with run blocking. So I think he's going to be a huge addition to the Baltimore Ravens. Absolutely love Calais Campbell. So I love what Eric DeCosta is doing versus, making up for the Max Crosby debacle. But how do you feel about if they do sign Joey Bosa?
Well, hopefully Bosa stays on the field. That's number one with him, right? You just never know how long he can play. But I think this is the route they should have took in the first place, Rock. Before that Max Crosby situation, go get Trey, because that was the option. And then you just add on more pieces. I think what they're doing now is what they should have did without the Max Crosby situation. So I like the moves. I just hope that it works because everybody now not having Crosby in the building is looking like, hey, you reneged on your trade. You better make this one work, So hopefully it works for them. But of course, the new head coach there, being a defensive guy, had the LA Chargers defense booming all year last year. I don't see this guy having a defensive side anyway, looking any worse than what it can be or what it could be. So I think it's all positive. I just don't know if Bosa can stay healthy. But a healthy Bosa is a great Bosa. So, hey, hopefully he does his thing with it.
And I just totally forgot. You went and saw MJ last night. Look who I got right behind me right there. So
you sleeping, Rock. You sleeping, baby. The king right there, he lets you know something. You feel me? Yeah. You felt that Thriller heat on you. Felt that zombie breath on your neck, brother. You ain't know what to do. Felt that Thriller breath, man. It was serious out here, brother.
Is there any questions in the chat? If not, we can move past the appetizer and just go into the main course, Fizz.
No question, man. Mom says pots and pans. It's time to get to cooking, baby. So shout out to moms. I thought she was talking about the MJ. I'm about to say Michael was dancing on pots and pans. Maybe I'm tripping. I know Joe Jackson told him go clean the damn trash. I don't know. So shout out to moms though. You in the building. Patty is up in here, and he said happy Cinco De Mayo and DeMayo and OJ Mayo, he will
Oh
be
God,
not here. Rock, let us know something, man. We'll be on to break it down. Let us know something, man. We holler at the people enough, man. We appreciate y'all being here. Give us the lowdown, brother.
So the main course for today's show are the guys that we need to be thinking about who survived the NFL draft, Fizz. Not every team went out there and drafted a star wide receiver or star running back, star tight end, or QB, Fizz, especially in what people are calling a very down year. So I was thinking to myself, maybe instead of drafting my guy Eli Stowers or Chris Bell, with the 111, 112, getting Nicholas Singleton with your 202. Maybe there's some veterans out there that are going to be much more valuable for your team, that are much more of a sure thing going into 2026. So, Fizz, I got 4 criteria for our list today. The guys that survived the NFL draft. A, they're a projected starter or going to have valuable playing time. 2, the team did not draft their position in the first 4 rounds. I think the first 4 rounds are probably the most important when it comes to NFL draft capital. 5th and everything after that is kind of a dart throw. The third thing is what makes them a value, Fizz, is that they are not in the keep trade cut top 50. So they're not on the first page, Fizz. Okay. And then the other thing is too, there's no legitimate free agent that they sign at their position either. So those are the 4 criteria that I have. So there's supreme values, guys that check all 4 of those boxes. And then there's some good values, that check 3 or 4 or 3 out of the 4 of those boxes. So I got a bunch of players, Fizz. Who do you want to kick things off with?
Well, I know I don't want to always go by like positions, but mostly from the list I know you have, it's mostly running backs anyway. And I will just say that's pretty much the number 1 position, because losing your spot at running back is way different than losing it or having a different value at receiver. You know what I'm saying? So with these guys you have on this list, especially the younger ones, if they would have got another rookie at that position, let's just say 2nd round, 3rd round, you'd be like, oh man, my value is shot down. But knowing, hey, these guys had some question marks, had a lot of potential, and nobody came in to threaten their job, threaten their situation or their position, I think the running back position is the most important. So start off with the running backs, baby. Start off with, I don't know how you have them in order, but I think we should just go through the running backs and see what's good with that.
All right, sounds good. Do you want to kick things off with the cover guy, Chuba Hubbard out in Carolina, Jake's guy?
Let's go.
All right, so the notes that I have on Chuba Hubbard, he's moving back into his lead role, Fizz, following Rico Dowdle's departure to Pittsburgh. In 2024, Fizz, he had 1,195 yards rushing and 11 total touchdowns. Also, too, Carolina drafted Monroe Freeling, the offensive tackle, in round 1. That's great capital right there. That's going to help both Bryce Young and Chuba Hubbard in the running game. 0 RBs drafted in the first 4 rounds. No legitimate RB signed or threat signed in free agency. Fizz, take a guess of where he's gone and keep trade cut.
I don't want to cheat, and I know you say he's not a top 50. So to me, hey, baby. So are you asking at running back or total overall?
I have both, so you can do either or.
Okay. All right. I would say at running back, I love me some Chuba, man. That's my man. Shout out to Jake. He tried to get him from me. He messed that trade that was in reply too fast. Now I changed my mind, so I'm keeping Chuba right now. But I will just say at running back, let me see. Not top 12, top 24, the internet line. I'm gonna say 28, Rob. I'm gonna say 28. Say 28.
All right, you're a cheater. He is 28. 130.
Bro, oh my, bro, I did not right hand up. I did not cheat.
Oh my!
How would I be a cheater?
You're getting really good at this game. Remember last year when I'd ask you these questions and you'd be off by like.
So listen, the reason why I said 28, and I'm gonna give you my honest answer, because I know the top 24, and I was thinking pick value, right? This is what made me think about it. We on our rookie draft, pick value, top 24. I don't know the top 24. But I know for sure nobody thinks or cares about Chuba in today's game. So the top 24, nobody will put him there, even if he's supposed to be there. I just threw out 28. I was going to say 32 to end it, but I said 28 is the one. So,
yeah,
But I know he's not top 24 in a lot of people's eyes, 100%. So I just kind of want to split the line and go to 24, 28. So I'm glad I was right, man. Shout out to me for always knowing what's going on out here in these streets, baby. All right, Go ahead, continue.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that he is the best value going into the offseason right now?
If not the one of them for sure. Because now I will say this. I know what you're going to look at me and say, Rock. Jonathan Brooks is in the building. And I know you're going to say, man, this guy ain't played one down, one snap that matters.
Which
Why
is
are you
the
bringing him
truth.
up? Right?
It's the truth right there. He hasn't played.
100%. And I'm not saying that you're wrong. But conversation, mini camp conversation, online conversation is real, right? People are acknowledging that Jonathan Brooks did come into the league from Texas, one of the, if not the best running back in that class, which it wasn't a good class. But, you know, he has that explosiveness. He is a good, solid RB that can carry the load outside of Chuba Hubbard. And we saw what my boy Rico Doubtful came in and did last year, kind of just stole the job from Chuba. Now, Chuba did get hurt, you know, injuries happen. But for those that slept on Chuba, man, when he got hurt and Rico took that job, Rock, I think people totally forgot what you brought up to me, Chris Godwin, last year. Injuries, bro. If it's bad or it's good, you will need time to heal. And I think the Panthers showed us everything we needed to see. When that playoff game came, Rico was on the bench, Chuba Hubbard was in that room, and he was running it up. So I think people are putting a lot of disrespect on Chuba's name. If you look at coming into the season, he was value high. People are going to keep on sleeping until, hey, week 2 or 3, they realize that, damn, man, this Chuba dude is pretty damn good. So I think he is his biggest, sneakiest value, especially at running back, to answer your question. Sorry I was long-winded, but that's my guy.
All good. I'm pretty excited about him going into, you know, this upcoming season as well, Fizz. Maybe at the end we can do like an either or, but let's go on to the next guy, Chase Brown. Chase Brown has been the guy that, you know, I slept on the first year, and then I thought he was going to be a one and done type of guy, that he was not going to repeat. But Fizz, he is eclipsed. He eclipsed 1,300 scrimmage yards in back-to-back seasons with the Bengals. They are in contract talks right now, but he is a 3-down back, Fizz. He's probably the cheapest 3-down back in all of Dynasty football. They drafted 0 RBs in the first 4 rounds. They did not sign anyone of legitimate threat. And then if I look at, I guess I forgot to write down his keep trade cut. His keep trade cut right now, he's the RB15, Fizz. He's the 69th overall player. Yeah. So let me ask you this. Is he in the best situation of any RB survivor going into 2026? Because Burrow's back healthy. Yeah, you know, that defense is a lot better, hopefully, than it was the last few years. So,
and that could help them slow down the pace and maybe run the ball more. So,
yes,
hey, that's a good point. I wasn't looking at it that way, but I think you're 100% right. Going into this season, knowing they got that offense, knowing that they are they trying to win it all. They not out here playing games. They want to protect Joe Burrow for the long stretch, and also they don't want to have to go out there and score 59 points just to win by 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to slow the game down. They want to only have to score 28-14 and 32-21. I think Chase Brown, unfortunately for me and my thought process of Chase Brown, he is one of the best values at the offense in the position that he's put in coming into the 2026 season. 100%.
Yeah, and I agree with that too, especially with him as a receiving back as well. I think that's what makes him probably one of the best values right there. He reminds me of like a James Cook. He's a guy that over the last few years has been extremely solid, and no one ever talks about them. So
100%.
How about another guy that no one is talking about? No one talked about last year. That's DeAndre Swift, Fizz. So they did not add any RB in the draft. And I think this gives Swift even more leverage going into 2026. I think it's going to be him and Kyle Monangai. Everyone forgot about Roschon Johnson. He's still on some of my rosters, Fizz. I just need to cut him. He's not going to do anything in 2026. He had career highs in 1,386 scrimmage yards and 10 touchdowns in 2025. So he's the RB15, Fizz. He's the 69th overall player. So with Caleb Williams entering his second year in a Ben Johnson offense, they could probably take a huge step forward. So do you think for the first time since in a while, Fizz, a 5'8" RB in DeAndre Swift can crack the top 12?
Well, I just want to let you know, bro. Chase Brown was RB15. Swift is 27. You had said 15. But I know we just got off of Chase though. Yeah, you good, you good. But what was your question again? I'm sorry. I was looking at their ranking. You muted yourself. Hold on. You on mute, bro.
I accidentally copied and pasted under the wrong name, Fizz. I put
it's cool.
Jesus Brown under Swift. So I appreciate you keeping me honest. But my question was, with Caleb Williams entering his second year with Ben Johnson, the offense could take a huge step forward. Do you think that a 5'8" RB, who I've been down upon all offseason, like don't draft Jonah Coleman, he's only 5'8"? Look at DeAndre Swift, he's never cracked top 12. Does DeAndre Swift finally crack the top 12 this season?
Well, I say this: he is older, and I will say, Rock, when Swift came into the league that year, when they took Clyde Edwards-Helaire before him and Jonathan Taylor went around that range, I thought DeAndre Swift coming out of Georgia was a dog when he went to Detroit. He never could stay healthy. That was one of my favorite players in that draft class. I'm not saying he's going to give me that same spark and me wanting to believe that he's still that guy, but playing with the right system, with the right coach, and the right situation can bring the best out of anybody, man. So top 12 is a little tough. And the reason why I'm going to say that is because I'm going to give you the top 12, or at least the bottom half of that 12. Breece Hall, Travion Henderson, Quinshon Judkins, Ken Walker. If I had to give you Swift over anybody in that list,
are you talking dynasty or are you talking about production? I was talking about production.
My bad. You're right. We're talking dynasty. You're 100% right. Production, I'm going to ask you this. Swift or Barkley?
Barkley.
Okay. Swift or Kyron Williams, knowing that he 50-50 with Corum, possibly?
That's a really good question, but I'm going to give it to Kyron just because of how he's just been doing it every year. So,
okay, and I trust that offense as well.
Yeah,
and maybe Josh Jacobs is where we start to have that real conversation. I think Josh Jacobs is more of a touchdown dependent guy. He's going to score a lot of them, mostly in his offense. I would say it's closer to Josh and Swift. I would still take Josh though. So I would say maybe not 12, but 13 to 15, I could lock him in for.
There you go. He is the 121st overall player, Fizz, RB 27.
So I say he's done with the Swift experience, man. He over it. It ain't Swift over there where he at, man.
Well, you're not spending a lot in order to acquire him, Fizz. So, I mean, he helped me win a championship last year. I just traded up, I believe, just a second for like him, Mike Evans, and some other guy. So, yeah, towards the end of the season, we'll see where he is at. The next guy right here, Fizz, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think Ramondre Stevenson is a supreme value going into 2026, Fizz. He had 1,291 scrimmage yards and 10 total touchdowns in 2025. He was the clear lead back when Henderson's pass protection kept him off the field, Fizz, especially in the playoffs. There was no other better RB till we got to the Super Bowl where Kenneth Walker got that MVP, Fizz. The other nice thing is, too, the Patriots drafted Caleb Loma, the offensive tackle out of Utah at pick 28. 0 RBs drafted in the first 4 rounds. There is real no threat to Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson. I think both of them have the clear 1 and 2 punch in New England, Fizz. My question for you is, if Henderson does not figure out the pass protection and he's limited by that, do you think that the debate heading into 2026 has been settled? Everyone keeps drafting Travion Henderson like he is the clear lead back, but I don't think that's necessarily the case. Are people sleeping on Ramondre Stevenson?
Well, it's a lot going on in New England with the coach, but I think
it's crazy.
I still think Mike Vrabel is just that hard nosed. Like I know he doesn't. I'm not gonna say he doesn't control the offense, but that's not his side of the ball. I think he's gonna roll with his veterans until he don't have no more. Like I think he's gonna always just say, "Hey, until you lose this job, Ramondre is yours." And remember, Ramondre had a bunch of fumbles last year, and I was like, "Man, there's no way to keep starting this guy. How in the hell he keeps starting? He keep fumbling the ball." Travion came in, missed some protections, and Drake May got hurt or got hit, and they said, "All right, well, we try to give it to Henderson. Now Ramondre, we need you back." You know what I'm saying? So I think as long as he can hold on to the ball and not fumble, it's going to be more of a 55 to 45 split. but I do believe Ramondre will be on the higher end of that. I do think Travion will give you the bigger games, though. Those 30-point, 3-touchdown, 100-yard receiving for no reason type games. But Ramondre is going to be the steady Eddie, hard nose, grind it out, 60, 70 yards on the ground, 1 touchdown type of game. So I would trust him for the longevity, trust Travion for the spike week. But yes, he is a guy you should have, especially if you have Travion Henderson on your team. You got to have both if you have one or the other.
And even if you don't want to buy Ramondre Stevenson, do you think that Travion Henderson is a sell?
Well, at this price, yes. Because right now, like I just told you, he is running back 11. Somebody wanting to pay running back 11 prices? Yes, sir. You can have him. 100%.
Can you imagine being a top 12 dynasty RB, Fizz, and you're not even the clear lead back?
If you want to come buy him for that price, see you later, baby. All right. Trade day, we out of here.
And he's Ramondre Stevenson is the RB 39. He's the 167th overall player. So,
yeah.
All right, we're going to move on to the King, Fizz. One of my favorite players in all of football is Derrick Henry. I think he is a supreme value. It's just been him and Justice Hill the last couple of years. They did draft Adam Randall out of the 5th round, but I'm not too worried about him. And also, too, they drafted arguably the best guard in the entire draft in Vega Uwane out of Penn State. Henry signed a 2-year, $30 million deal during 2025 offseason. I think that the Ravens and Eric DeCosta are fully committed to Derrick Henry. Father Time has not slowed Henry down, Fizz. Every year, they're like, this is the year. This is the year. He's going to cliff. And that concern has never come to fruition, Fizz. He is the RB24. He is the 104th overall player, Fizz. Do you think that he gives the stiff arm to Father Time once again this year, or do you think it finally comes for him?
I think the defense will be a lot better than it was last year because the defense had a lot of spells and a lot of injuries as well. But I think that defense is the reason why Henry will have another great season. The man said he spends $1 million some on his body. He doesn't look like he slowed down. He doesn't look like he got old. And as long as he's healthy, which seems like every single year he's been healthy, Lamar Jackson coming back, they playing for something in Baltimore this year. They're not playing games. That's for damn sure. Count on the King, man, to hold it down. What his cap will be, I can't tell you. But I do believe the offense and the whole situation to be a lot better in Baltimore, including Derrick Henry this year. Bet on the King, baby, till you don't.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that, Fizz. I want to get to... Do we want to keep going, or do you want to get to Patty Mills' question?
We go to Patty. What Patty at?
Yeah,
what Patty got going on?
Patty is asking about a 14-teamer, Fizz, if you can pull that up.
Oh, damn. Hey, Pat, my bad, big dog. I didn't even see that question. 14 team, though. 14 team. Pat got you, man. Pat yourself on the back, Rock. All right. 14 team at 9. I'm sorry. 14 team, start 9, I'm guessing. No tight end premium. Just had a trade go down with Bowers for the 110, 111, Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's pissed off, man. Pissed off like that meme, Rock, with the baby peeing on a helmet and it's like a toilet or something, somebody's logo. That's what Patty Mills right now.
Oh my God.
He's the logo. He's the helmet getting pissed on. He's pissed off. Let us know, man, what you thinking about this one. Brock Bowers, no tight end premium, but for the 110, 111, and Wan'Dale Robinson, start 9.
I would love to know. I mean, if the draft hasn't gone down yet, he won't know yet. But if we look at the 110 and 111, here are the guys that are going around there. It's Omar Cooper at 9, Ty Simpson at 10, Eli Stowers 11, Denzel Boston. So they traded. Oh my God, that's pretty. I'd be pissed too, Fizz. That's like a whole bunch of nothing for Brock Bowers, who Brock Bowers can very easily.
No tight premium. He's like it doesn't matter. Like he's the number 1 receiver, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, he can very easily take back the tight end 1 in Dynasty from Trey McBride. They could just flip-flop every other year.
And he can do it even if Kirk Cousins starts. He didn't even need Fernando. He could do it with Kirk Cousins. So he good either way to be the number 1.
I don't know about that, Fizz. I mean, Kirk Cousins does not look good the last couple of years. Jacoby is slinging that ball. He's throwing for like 500 yards and 4 touchdowns and losing by 3 every game.
I'm just letting you know how good Brock Bowers is. It don't matter who the quarterback is, what I'm trying to say. That's it.
Okay. Let's go on to the next guy, Fizz. It's actually, we talked about him earlier, Josh Jacobs. So the Packers did not address the position in the 2026 NFL draft, and they also had Emmanuel Wilson leave in free agency. He is now in Seattle, Fizz. So it's going to be
Yeah.
him as the clear RB1 and Chris Brooks. And then someone asked if Josh Jacobs was on the trade block. And I believe it was the coach that came back and said he's the leader of that offense and everybody knows it. So,
Mhm.
so I don't think he's going to get traded whatsoever. I do believe, if memory serves me correctly, they were the heaviest run team in the NFL last year on first and second down, Fizz. This team ran through Josh Jacobs. He is the RB19, the 87th overall player. So I think he is a very strong buy candidate. If Josh, I have a question for you though. Is Jordan Love thrown to Josh Jacobs out of the backfield? You know, when they lost a couple of these receivers in free
Mhm.
agency, that makes them probably even better going into 2026 than last year. What do you think?
Um, do you think he's going to throw a lot to him though? That's the question. Because I think, to me, I think he can. I think he should, because one thing we know about Jordan Love, he's going to scramble, he's going to move, and he is not going to try to get hurt. Right? I mean, not that he's going to try to get hurt, but I'm saying he's going to avoid it as much as he can. The guy has been hurt every single year, it seems like, since he's been in the league. Malik Willis just got a big contract because of that. So I think Josh Jacobs, knowing that his quarterback may be a little fragile, he's going to stay there for protection, but they're also going to draw up some plays to get the ball out quick. If these young receivers can't figure out a way to move, get out of the way, or get open, Josh Jacobs gonna be sitting right there. So I think this boosts Josh Jacobs up, especially like you said, without Wilson being there. And we know what the offense brings, man. We know what LaFleur can do, and they're gonna have to score a lot of points, man, to keep up with everybody else. So I trust Josh Jacobs this year. I know that's your guy. So yeah, man. Josh Jacobs to the moon this year, though, man. Big sleeper coming into the season.
I mean, Jaden Reed, he has not taken off the way that we would want to, Fizz. He had a great start to 2 years ago. Hasn't done anything really since then. Dontavian Wicks gone. His favorite safety blanket gone. Tucker Kraft had an amazing first half of the season coming back from injury. So Josh Jacobs, I think, could step up, or at least, yeah, be a little bit better than he was last year. So
For sure.
the next guy that I have right here was Chuba Hubbard's teammate. He stole the job from Chuba Hubbard last year, Fizz, and pissed everyone off. Rico Dowdle, Pittsburgh Steelers, signed a 2-year, $12.25 million contract with the Steelers. I believe he's going to be the lead back over Jalen Warren. Jalen Warren will never be a thing more than just an RB2, Fizz. They did not draft any RBs last year, or this past draft, Fizz. I'm not
Yeah.
sure about Caleb Johnson. Everyone keeps saying that he's a buy low. I'm not really buying it, Fizz. And they did draft a tackle out of Arizona State. Man, I practiced this guy's name, and I'm trying, now that I'm seeing it, I'm like, how the hell do you say this guy's name? Max Ihawkenshire. I think that's how you say his name. Ihawkenshire.
Better than how I would have said it. So I'm gonna give it to you, brother.
He is the 144th overall player on Keep Trade Cut. He is the RB31, Fizz. RB31 for our starting RB. What do you think of Rico Dowdle, especially on a run first offense? They don't have a QB. What do you think they're going to be doing?
Well, Rock, first of all, man, shout out to people, man. Dylan came through, said we vibing. Yes, sir. Shout out to you, big dog. We appreciate you. Condo in the building. Fancy Condo is up in here too. I saw you earlier, brother. I didn't get a chance. D Walk just entered the chat. He said, "What's good?" Rock, I'm gonna say this, man. Their coach is who?
I don't remember, Fizz. What's his name? Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy, right? Name me one running back that you cared about that he coached. 0. Okay, that's number one. Number two,
well, Arthur Smith is still there. He's still the OC.
That's it. No, Arthur Smith? No, he ain't. Arthur Smith is in New York.
Wait a sec. Wait, they got Nagy and
No,
Greg Roman and Arthur Smith. Oh my god!
That's how
what
bad
kind of brain trust is that?
He's not. My bad. That's how bad this offense and both of them. You're right. Put it this way: they don't have a damn quarterback. Mike McCarthy has never given us a running back.
You're right, Fizz. No. Arthur Smith is now the new OC for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Damn. Good luck, Rock. Good luck at OSU, baby. Hey,
Oh my
Jeremiah Smith,
God.
man.
Hopefully,
Hey,
hey, Jeremiah Smith, Heisman
hey.
season with Arthur Smith.
Hell no. He
Oh
might as
my
well go get
God.
he gonna come back with a Plankton Award, man. Remember Plankton? Remember that A and Eddie? That's what he gonna. I mean, from SpongeBob, Plankton.
Oh my
That's
God.
the Jeremiah Love gonna be
The
holding on
Chum
to.
Bucket
Jeremiah
Award.
Smith. Yeah, facts. But the Pittsburgh Steelers, though, Rock, they don't have a QB. They don't have an identity. Aaron Rodgers is somewhere in Neverland coming through. He went to go see Michael Jackson. He probably with Bubbles right now. I'm trying to figure out what are we expecting in Baltimore. I mean, in Pittsburgh when we turn the TV on. I mean, if you telling me yes,
We're
this
gonna
run
want to turn the
game.
TV off.
If you telling me yes, the run game is the number one thing on this team that we can look forward to for some type of production. The defense is saying the same thing. Yeah, you're right. Nobody's gonna throw the ball. We pressing up, we blitzing, we coming in. Nobody's gonna run past us. I think it's gonna get ugly real fast, real soon. Rock Rico Dowdle being there scares the hell out of me. Jalen Warren, double trouble. I don't know what to say about Pittsburgh other than I'm staying far away as I can, brother. Get out while you can. I don't trust it at all, man. Shout out Rico for getting, for getting signed again. He had a hell of a season last year, but I think that Carolina letting him go really hurt his feelings, man. So maybe he got something to prove to us this year that we don't expect. But I don't trust anybody in Pittsburgh, Rock, at all. DK, Pittman, nobody, man. It's ugly.
And Fizz, I mean, how many times have I brought up in past shows? Do not go after guys that are on like bottom 10 offenses. This team doesn't even have a QB, Fizz. So, yes, like I understand Rico Dotto may be the starter. He may still be a supreme value going at his price, Fizz. Do you know where he's gone at right now? I think I just told you.
Rico, you talking about Rico?
Yeah. RB31.
Oh, no. Hell no, Rock. If Chuba going at 28, how the hell he going at 31? Ain't no way.
Yeah, I mean, this is still a guy that has that talent to have. He had multiple 200-yard games last year. So I understand the pushback about the offense.
Had him too if he played.
Just yeah, I don't think
they played the Cowboys defense, Rock. The man had 200 yards. Cowboys giving him 300 every week. I'm just saying, man.
It's not like everyone that played the Cowboys or the Bills had 200 yards. I think literally it was Rico and no one else, Fizz. So I don't know how that argument works.
Go look at RJ. While you talk, I'm gonna look up RJ Harvey, his biggest game. I'm gonna show you exactly who he played. Him and Bo Nix. I'm gonna show you who they played.
Okay, all right, fine, go ahead. Oh my God! But yeah, shout out to the people that just joined us. Good to see you, D Walk, Dylan. Dylan's been killing it with his channel, so been enjoying watching him. And then, yeah, so happy Cinco de Mayo.
Okay, Rock. Now I just want to bring this up. Now,
okay,
I'm looking. I'm on Sleeper. I ain't feel like looking up stats and all this. The Sleeper app, right? RJ Harvey's biggest game of the year, points wise, Dallas Cowboys, week 8.
Okay, how many yards? Tell me the yards. I don't care about the juiced up scoring.
Okay, so listen. He only played 27% of snaps, bro. 27%. He scored his highest amount of the whole entire season.
Is it J.K. Dobbins? Yeah. What did J.K. Dobbins get in that game? What many yards? You didn't tell me what many yards.
Matter of fact, I want to say so. Look, this is even worse. He only had 46 yards, but he had 2 touchdowns. Right?
Oh my God! All right, let's move on. He had all of his points from touchdowns.
Okay, so listen. This is why I'm telling you. This is how bad it is. It's so bad that RJ Harvey had his best game of the season with only 46 yards and 2 touchdowns. His counterpart, J.K. Dobbins, right? Same game, had 111 yards. He just didn't get the touchdowns. So he put all the work in. Harvey, I'm just saying that to say, bro, everybody had their best game against the Cowboys last year. And don't make me go to Bo Nix, because I think Bo Nix had like 4 touchdowns that game. I'm just saying, Rico Doubtful came through with 200 because he played the Cowboys. Shout out to Doubtful, though. I still rock with the guy. But after Cowboys defense last year. Let's get it, Rock.
That was a nice little commercial break for you to try to hype up RJ Harvey. I feel like we kind of just wasted time with that bullshit, Fizz. But that's fine.
Yeah.
Dylan Sampson is my next supreme value. He is the RB2 behind Quinshon Judkins, Fizz. But guess what? There's no Quinshon Judkins right now. He's coming back from having his leg torn apart. Unfortunately, so best of recovery to him. The league and the Cleveland Browns absolutely need him back and healthy. running over defenders, Fizz. But the Browns did not draft any RBs, and he's behind. The Browns drafted arguably the best offensive tackle, or just lineman in general, in Spencer Fano out of Utah at number 9. That's going to help out a lot. I know they've been trying to get this offensive line, just patched together, Fizz, through free agency and through the draft. So at RB 46, 198, Fizz, this is a guy that is fantastic, not only with running, but especially with the pass game. I mean, I think he's one of the best RB2s in the entire league. So what do you think of Dylan Sampson going into 2026?
Well, I will say last year, Rock, if he didn't give you much production on the ground, he damn sure got you something in the air. And he had a lot of touchdowns. Like this one play touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So one, having an injured guy in front of him who is the main guy, but might not be ready for the start. 2, they upgraded everything around him on offense. They got an offensive line. They went and got receivers. They added more to open up the field so that the run game can get better. I believe whoever is starting their running back is in Cleveland should be a starter on someone's team, man, weekly. Maybe not your RB1, but somewhere in the RB2-ish round 3 range because, hey, when you got that offense that they just try to put together, offensive line help that they put together, once they figure out the quarterback situation, I think the run game would be pretty solid, man. But I do like Dylan Sampson coming in from college and also being in the league. Like I said last year, man, he had a couple of receiving touchdowns. So I know on the ground he can do as much work as well.
Yeah, I agree with everything that you said right there. I don't even know who behind it. I think it's Raheem Sanders is going to be the other guy that's maybe spelling him. So,
Yep.
Fizz, how about Montgomery out of Houston? So David Montgomery was acquired by the Texans in a Lions trade involving your guy, Juice Scruggs, your favorite guy in the NFL, and draft pick. That's a real investment right there. They also drafted Keelan Rutledge out of Georgia Tech with the 26th overall pick. No competing RB signed. It's just going to be him and Woody Marks. He is the 132nd overall player, RB 29, Fizz. So if CJ Stroud finally gets his shit together, does landing in Houston make Montgomery a legitimate RB2 this upcoming season, Fizz, as the RB1 in Houston?
Well, they did attack the offensive line in this draft. They made sure that they addressed it early. CJ Stroud, they saying that he's lost weight, he's buffed up, he got muscle mass, all this good stuff. And I've even heard, Rock, that the owner has come out and said that he's believing and stamping that his guy is CJ Stroud. So seems like the organization is saying, hey, CJ is our guy. Y'all don't have to like him if you want. This is our man. We took him. We're going to hold him. Saying that to say that right there is what I always say, Rock, when you don't trust your QB or when you give your QB that trust and say, hey, you are our guy. All we need for you to do is do your job. I think coming in 2026, as much as I'm not saying CJ Stroud is going to be the best quarterback in the game, I think his confidence from the organization can bleed onto the field. And he can let his offense know, hey, I got this. All I need you to do is your assignment. Long story short, if that is the quarterback's mentality, that should equal more success for everybody, including David Montgomery, who just got there. And, of course, Rock, David asked to leave Detroit. He didn't have to leave. He asked to leave. So he got something to prove more than anybody. He wanted to go somewhere and start and be that guy again. Let's see what he do. So if David betting on himself, I got to bet on him too. You know, I can't discredit the man that's betting on himself. So we're going to see, man. We're going to see. But David should have a solid year as much as he wanted us to see that he is still that guy at the running back position.
He's going to be the clear, goal line back, Fizz. He may not get much receiving work with Woody Marks there, who is a pretty great, receiving back. But hey, if you can get one out of those two things, be the 1-2 punch and the goal line back, that's something that's better than RB29, Fizz. So
yeah, for sure. 1 year rental for sure. If you can't get nothing else out of him, 1 year rental.
Okay, now here is an exciting guy. He's gone into his second year, Fizz, and he's arguably the most athletic of any of the RBs that we've talked about so far. Bashaw Tutin out of Jacksonville is a supreme value. I
coming
think
into the league last year, that was your man. Every draft, you had to have him.
Yep, I drafted him towards the end of every second round, Fizz. So I got a lot of shares of Tutin. And with Travis Etienne now in New Orleans, the Jaguars didn't draft any RBs. They did draft Nate Boracher, probably the biggest reach in the NFL draft, he is a blocking tight end Fizz. So they didn't get an offensive lineman. They got a mini offensive lineman in Nate. They didn't draft any RBs. They also did draft Emmanuel Prognon. So he is the guard out of Oregon. They stopped his fall. They drafted him in the 3rd round. Fizz, do you think that Bashal Tutin, as the most athletic RB on the roster, that they're handing him the starting job no matter what, and that he's going to run away with this job, or do you think he's going to have some competition in Jacksonville?
Well, I say this. I think last year they wanted to give him the introduction. Like, I think they tried to take away reps from ETN, but Tootin kept getting hurt. Every time he came in the game, he got hurt, right? I was like, man, he got 14 points. Next thing I know, he ain't in the game no more. Man, come on, man. Hold it down.
ETN was really good last year, though, too.
He was, but I'm saying, I think as good as ETN was, they were still trying to get Tootin revved up. They was trying to let him know. I think they were giving us signs before we actually got the sign that, hey, if ETN ain't here, it don't matter, because we giving our guy, who the future guy, his reps. And I just say, as long as he's healthy and he's showing during the training camp that he is, I guess, locked into that RB1 position, he got big shoes to fill, man. Travis Etienne had a hell of a year last year, but Trevor Lawrence is a mobile guy. They got the right coach in Liam. Hey, one thing we know about Jacksonville, Rock, they will hold it down for the city of Duval.
That was clean, Fizz. I like that.
They gonna hold it down. Great. So yeah, shout out to Tootin, baby. Shout out to Tootin.
All right, Fizz. The next guy that I want to talk about, he's coming fresh off of ankle surgery. I'm a little bit worried about that, but I'm also pretty excited about him and his teammate. I'm talking about Alec Pierce and Josh Downs out of Indianapolis. Fizz, a lot of times when you like a player, you're just a year too early. I was a year too early on Josh Downs. Their GM expects him to take a huge step forward and actually start playing more on the outside, which I'm very, very excited about. But Alec Pierce, they gave the bag. They gave him the biggest wide receiver contract. During the offseason, they said goodbye to Pittman. They didn't draft any wide receivers in the first 4 rounds. They did draft Deion Burks towards the end of the draft. No significant wide receiver signed in free agency. Both have clear paths to whoever their QB is going to be. Yep. It might be Daniel Jones to start this season. I have no idea, Fizz. But Alec Pierce is the 93rd overall player, wide receiver 31. Josh Downs is the 120th player, wide receiver 41. So what do you think of Alec Pierce and Josh Downs going into 2026?
Well, quick question, right? I want to ask you, did you know Josh Downs and Caleb Downs were related? They were brothers?
Yeah, I knew that. Sorry, I didn't tell you.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that till draft day. And my guy, your sports locker, he actually has a connection. He told me, like, bro, yes. How do you not know this? I'm like, bro, I don't know. It never was notified on my notifications. But shout out to the family tree, man. It's always good to see brothers in the league and family members and all that good stuff. So good story. But long story short, with the Colts, the biggest fear is the quarterback situation, Rock. Like you just said, who's going to be the starter? Daniel Jones, they did pay him. I believe they gave him a 2-year, $80-something million deal, if I'm mistaken. But Daniel Jones still is hurt, right? We've seen them decline after like 8 weeks of success, 7-1. And then they go on like a 1-7 road of just losing every game. Man, I just say this. Josh Downs is the bigger question mark. Because no matter what Alec Pierce does or what we think he could do, they paid him like he's going to be that guy. And I think when that checkbook opened up and they pay you like the guy, you will be treated like the guy. So I have bigger fears for Josh Downs than I do Alec Pierce. And the only reason why is because Alec Pierce was paid to be that guy. They got rid of Michael Pittman. I like Josh Downs. I just think if I got to pick one of the two, I'm taking Alec Pierce, and the injury adds more to maybe his price being a little cheaper than what it would have been before that surgery. So do I expect success? No, Rock, I'll be honest with you, no. But I'm going with Alec Pierce out of the two in this situation, only because of the price tag. Still like Josh Downs. Would love to see his new assignment in this offense, though. I want to see what he could do.
See, I like Josh Downs maybe even more so than Alec Pierce, Fizz, because Alec Pierce wins with big plays down the field. So Josh Downs, Like he's one of the best separators in the NFL, especially working underneath Fizz. So I think it's going to be between him and Tyler Warren that occupy the that first and second level of the defense is Fizz. So unless Daniel Jones is ready to go and can uncork that ball 30 or 40 yards downfield to Alec Pierce, Josh Downs might actually get out the gates a lot more productively than Alec Pierce. I'm seeing in the chat right here, D-Walk really, really loves RJ Harvey. He loves him so much he wants to send you a trade in what's cooking, good looking, Fizz. So maybe we'll
send something, big dog. I ain't trying to look down at my phone too much, but send something and then we negotiate while Rock doing the
yeah, we can maybe do a live trade. I could talk you through it, Fizz. But yeah, if you can, D-Walk, send him a trade so we could talk through it.
Well, first of all, D-Walk, I just want to let you know, I have Dobbins and Harvey for a reason. I like the backfield. I like having both the guys locked in. But, Harvey's my guy, man. So you can't just come talking that, small talk, baby. The big payback is here. James Brown in the building, man. This is a man's world, D-Walk. You heard me? So if you're going to bust a move, baby, come bust it. It better be the right one, all right? Just let you know. I had to shout out James Brown. That's my dog right there.
There you go. Yeah, D-Walk, if you want to send some trade considerations in the chat, maybe we'll talk through it.
There we go, big dog.
And then Govnick is also talking about LaQuint Allen. LaQuint Allen was one of my favorite dart throws last year out of Clemson. He was completely like any other RB, especially when it came to his receiving ability. He's super fast. So I actually do like him. Backing up, what's his name? Bashal Tutin in Jacksonville. We'll see if he could take a step forward. But Fizz,
yeah.
How about this guy out of Kansas City? Everyone was talking about, hey, they need help on offense. I thought they were going to mainly go defense, and that's exactly what they did. I think most of the draft picks they made were defensive side of the ball out of Kansas City. Rashee Rice. So the Chiefs drafted Cyrus Allen at wide receiver in round 5. So nothing in the first 4 picks out of Cincinnati. But Rice is the proven wide receiver 1 in Kansas City when healthy, Fizz. He is the wide receiver 20 in Keep Trade Cut. He is the 56th overall player. So right outside my criteria, he is on page 2. What do you think of Rashee Rice? I mean, I think there's no real legitimate wide receiver competition that he has. And Mahomes is Mahomes. I think he's probably the safest wide receiver by low that's out there right now, Fizz. What do you think of him?
Hey, man, I don't know if you saw this, Rock, a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago. He said, I want JSN money, right? That's what he said. And, of course, we know he's not going to make that right now, but
do some JSN things then. How about that?
There we go. So I'm saying I brought that up to say maybe that's what he planned on doing. Maybe he's going to lock in with the QB1 in the league with Pat Mahomes and say, hey, I need to get us to the Super Bowl on my dime. I need to be the player that you rely on, the one that the QB, crown jewel of the NFL says and looks at it, says, this is my guy. I'm your new Travis Kelce, right? Kelce's out the door. Now I'm your guy. I'm the one that you're going to hang out with after the games and before the games and talk to. So if that's his train of thought of thinking, and he's saying he wants to be the highest paid receiver in the league, maybe we should believe him. If he can stay out of trouble, Rock, all of his stuff is off field. On field, we know what he can do. So as long as he stays but in the house, hey, I think the sky's the limit, man, for Rashee Rice. And especially because, like you just said, Xavier Worthy, not a threat. They didn't draft another threat. Marquise Brown, gone. Not that he was a big threat, but he's gone, right?
Yeah.
Rashee Rice can be the clear target, the clear everything for this offense if they really wanted to make it that. I think if he show up to training camp saying that this is what I want to be, he can be there. So I trust Rashee Rice this year, 100%.
See, our tune has kind of changed because remember how much of last year we were just calling him a knucklehead and we didn't want anything really to do with him.
He's still a knucklehead. Well, I say this. The reason why I didn't want to do him because his price last year was crazy, Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like the price is just diabolical. Couldn't do nothing with that. Now, this year, I'm not saying that it's that much worse, but at least we're going into it knowing that he's on a contract year.
Yeah.
His quarterback is, getting – they basically need to win it all. They need to lock in. Everybody in this roster should be ready to work from day one until – so I'm betting on the Chiefs to really do a lot of good things, including Rashee Rice. So he's still a knucklehead, but, hey, hopefully somebody hit a knuckle sandwich and he got his brain back in order, though, right?
All right, we're going with this next guy out of Cincinnati, Fizz. He is constantly undervalued. I'm talking about T. Higgins. Fizz, how many touchdowns do you think T. Higgins caught last year? Because you're never going to guess this. Because when I saw it, I had to double check it.
Hmm. Well, I remember the one that he caught with one hand and spun around and all that good stuff.
That one was actually worth 3 touchdowns right there.
I remember that. Actually, I think he had like 2 or 3 that game, if I'm mistaken. I'm a so I think it's not who led the league last year. Wasn't Terry McLaurin led the league last year in touchdowns?
That was 2 years ago, Fizz.
Oh, damn.
Terry McLaurin didn't
All right.
do anything
Oh, you know
last
what?
year.
Devontae Adams was at the top because he was the top. All right. Shh, be quiet. I'm gonna say 8. I'm gonna say 8.
T. Higgins caught 11 touchdowns last year.
Right, and I was gonna say 11, but I didn't want to cheat. I was gonna say 12. I was gonna say 12, but I didn't want to cheat and get myself too much room. So I say 8. But damn, all right, that's good.
My word.
That's good. Man, do you know what game it was that he caught that corner one? Because I want to say he had like 3 that game, bro. It was a big game. He had like 44
Fizz,
points.
I can't remember what I had for dinner last night. And you're asking me about something that happened like
I forgot.
8 months ago.
Jeez. You live in
under a rock. Yeah, that's right.
This is facts.
So he remains, T. Higgins, the clear number 2 behind Jamar Chase. That's arguably the best duo in the NFL at receiver, Fizz. They didn't draft anyone in the first 4 rounds. They got Cassius Howe, their edge rusher, to help the defensive line, and they traded for Dexter Lawrence. So wide receiver 25 Fizz, 68th overall player. Why is the dynasty community not talking about this guy? I mean, I keep seeing clips of him and Jamar Chase. They're training. They're not taking any days off. They're working out with also Joe Burrow and Mike Gesicki. So I think this could be a fantastic year in Cincinnati. What do you think of him?
Well, we just spoke about, bro, the defense, right? The defense showing up. Now, granted, this will slow down the production of the offense. It should anyway, right? It shouldn't have to go out there and score 55 points. But maybe that helps a guy like Chase. Because I think Higgins. I think Higgins lacks sometime, Rock, because when you're down 35 points, are you looking at Higgins or are you trying to throw to Jamar Chase? You just like, look, man, with Chase that, I'm giving him the ball because I think one game he had like 22 targets last year or something, 21 targets in one game. I think that comes from desperation. You don't have a lot of time back there. Joe Burrow looking for his guy. Joe Flacco looking for the guy. You know what I'm saying? I think T. Higgins, from a more balanced offense and not having to rush and play catch up in the game, can really succeed in this offense. So I like T. Higgins, and I'm glad nobody's talking about him. I might got to send some offers out for the guy, man. That's my man right there.
All right, Fizz. The last supreme value that I have for us today is the New Orleans backfield. I'm not talking about one guy. I'm talking about 2 guys. Sir. I'm talking about Travis Etienne, and I'm talking about Alvin Kamara. So Etienne, he signed a 4-year, $52 million deal. That's the biggest RB deal that we had so far this offseason. He is the clear RB1 for the Saints. They did not use any picks on any RBs in the first 4 rounds. He was the free agent signing, Fizz, so that went to New Orleans. Kamara is the only thing that's the question mark that's in the way of Etienne. He is the 89th overall player, RB21. He is coming off 1,100 yards. Alvin Kamara, Kellen Moore has already come out and stated and embraced the loaded RB room, Fizz. He's actually super excited about having this 1A, 1B, 1-2 punch for the Saints. He says that there's going to be enough snaps for both of them. He is the 276th overall player, RB69, Fizz. We've been talking about it all offseason. He is the biggest value, I think, in Dynasty football, especially if he gets traded, Fizz. So my question for you is that do you believe with this backfield that both guys can be legitimate Dynasty values, or does one of them have to win and the other one have to lose in order for it to pay off for us?
Well, I say this. I don't know if you saw this storyline-ish, whatever.
Alvin Kamara said, probably not.
Alvin Kamara said out of his mouth, I look forward to year 10 in New Orleans. That's literally what he said. He didn't say year 10 in the league. He didn't say in the NFL. He said in New Orleans. So it sounds like this dude is not moving, right? I don't give a damn what they think they're going to do. You can bring in everybody you want. They can go sign Derrick Henry right now, trade for him, bring in whoever. Kamara said, I ain't leaving. So pretty much, yes, they have no choice but to have both of these guys be good because I don't see you sitting as good as ETN can be. You're not going to have Alvin Kamara sitting on the sideline just holding the water bottle, trying to figure out what's the next play. You use both of those weapons at your best ability. And I believe having these two guys and having an offensive mind like Kellen Moore, Tyler Shuck value just goes up even more, baby. So you protect that young guy, you protect that offense by putting the veterans around them, and we do it. So I love both of these guys if you got them, especially this Kamara price, Rock. You and I spoke about it. RB 70 at one point. I don't know what it is now because I didn't check right
69.
now. But
RB, he won't back up spots, huh?
Okay, well, 6ix9ine was released from jail, so maybe that's why they did it. I don't know, but I will just say, I will just say though, Alvin Kamara, ETN, dangerous backfield. It's only going to help the young guy at quarterback, and also Kellen Moore can flash his toys. Just let us know he is a good play caller, man. So I love it.
Biz, I'm excited for. I don't know why I'm so excited, but I'm really excited for New Orleans. Just what they got going on. Them getting Jordan Tyson. I know Tyler Shuck is your new favorite, QB. So I'm
not my favorite, not my favorite, but I will say yes. And the reason why
is your new favorite.
This is why though, because you know us, we keep it real, and I'm not one of those guys that just admit that I'm wrong when I know I'm wrong. Like I'm one that doesn't admit that he's wrong when I know I'm wrong.
I'm working on that myself.
Wrong on Tyler Shuck. Don't get me wrong. I think a lot of us were. I took it a little bit harder because of how I felt about the Shador situation, right? But I gotta play spades with the spades, baby. And I always knock on Kellen Moore. I always knock on Tyler Shuck. I call them both the best, the worst and best comparison because they both are clowns. They shouldn't be here. Blase, blase, blah. Now, hey, I'm just showing them respect because he earned it, Rock. And not that he needed mine, but he showed us that he's a capable quarterback in this league, whether it's with the right team or not. And he got more weapons. So shout out to Tyler Shuck. Shout out to Kamara. Shout out ETN. Shout out New Orleans Saints, baby. It's a new day down in the NO, Rock. It's a new day, man.
Hey, if you can't beat them, join them, Fizz. So we can't keep hating on them all the time. That takes up a lot of energy to hate on a guy. So
yeah. So ETN and Kamara, though, bro, great values, especially. That's a good way to end this segment because you're gonna get some values. Those are the two guys, man.
So I'll briefly mention the good values. I'm just going to say their names. Bucky Irving, I think, is a great value. They have Kenneth Gainwell there backing him up. Romeo Doubs, until we have A.J. Brown in New England, Doubs, I think, is still a value. Isaac Tesla, he's the biggest black box. I have no idea what's going to happen with him. But a wide receiver 63, you never know. And then Jaden Higgins was my last one. So I did have Jalen Noel, but I saw a little bit more from Jaden Higgins last year, Fizz. So those are those are the honorable mentions. I thought we could go really quick. Would you rather for keep trade cut? So would you rather?
Right quick, I want to bring this up. Jake said he moved ETN for DJ Moore on the contending team. What do you think about that?
I don't like DJ Moore. I like ETN way better.
That's tough, Jake. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what your running back room would look like or your receiving room, but I think this offense in New Orleans can give you a little bit more juice than.
Let me ask you this.
I'm not saying Buffalo offense can't, but we've seen the receiving core, and shout out Mr. Wonderful, Buffalo native. That's his team. But I don't know, man. I don't trust
Onion Knight too. That's also his team as well.
I just don't trust one receiver in Buffalo, right? They're just a big bag of anybody's game can be anybody's game.
He is the best receiver he's ever had. But here's the question. Is he the number one threat on that offense? No, it's Josh Allen with his legs and it's James Cook with his legs.
For sure.
So, ETN could be the focal point of the offense down in New Orleans.
They paid him like it. That's for sure.
Yeah, they did. And it's just we've seen it from Travis Etienne multiple times where he's been a top 12 RB. DJ Moore has done it once, I think, in his career. And that was the best we ever saw from Justin Fields, unfortunately. So, I don't know. If you like DJ Moore, it's fine. It's fine. Because Etienne, unfortunately, he's always going to be undervalued compared to his production. But, Fizz, how about we do this really quick and then we can move on to our next segment. So,
yes, sir.
I have up here Rashee Rice, 56 overall player. Would you rather have him or the guys ahead of him? Luther Burden, Jordan Tyson, Breece Hall, Ladd McConkey, Tucker Kraft.
No. Rashee Rice, Give me some of Uncle Ben's rice, baby. I need it. 1 minute rice, whatever you want to call them. I'm taking them.
All right. We got T. Higgins and Chase Brown are right next to each other, 60 and 69. Would you rather have ahead of them Kyle Pitts, your guy, your favorite player of all time, BTJ, my favorite player of all time, Dak Prescott, our favorite QB, Fizz, at 28 early first, Bucky Irving, CMC, Makai Lemon, Sam Laporta, Marvin Harrison, Devontae Smith? I just kept naming those names because they were crazy.
I was about to say, so we talking T. Higgins or we talking Chase? Are we talking both?
Oh, they're both of them.
Okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't seeing which player I would take over anybody. But you're saying Chase and Higgins over all those players.
Yes.
Man. Cause see, you added in Dak, that's a quarterback. Like, the value is going to be crazy with the quarterbacks if you need one. And
let's say that you're giving up a QB if you wanted to rather have, like, you're doing a QB wide receiver trade.
Okay. So would I do Dak for T. Higgins, basically?
Well, it's like, yeah, Dak. Let's say Dak and T. Higgins for.
This is not a would you rather. My bad. I made this prolong this one.
You made it. You just blew up my brain, Fizz. How about Kyler Murray and T. Higgins for Dak Prescott and Alec Pierce?
Lad, maybe, or Alec Pierce.
How about that?
That's a
Kyler and T, Dak and Pierce.
I would say when now I'm taking Dak every day. If you think you mid-level, mid-tier, you can bet on Kyler having a solid year in Minnesota and maybe getting a contract, but T. Higgins holding you down. So when now I'm taking Dak, no, 4,000 passing yards, best offense, whatever. But if I'm a mid-tier team, I'm going with the other side. Is that a good answer?
Yeah, that's a great answer. Okay, what about Tootin? Would you rather have Eli Stowers, add his son, Daniel Jones, Malik Willis, Kyler Murray, Alec Pierce ahead of him? Also, Rondé Gadsden is ahead of all those guys too.
Well, I think it depends on what you think about the offense in Jacksonville. Me personally, I think I'm an Addison guy, Rock, and I don't know what Minnesota's going to bring.
Are you taking Addison over Tootin?
Listen. I don't know what Minnesota's going to bring this year, Rock, but I do believe Kyler Murray's playing a 1-year deal. Justin Jefferson is tired of the foolishness, and the coach O'Connell, as much as we know that he is a great coach, his seat getting a little hot, man. I think they're going to put feet to the fire in Minnesota. Will they win a lot of games with it? No, but I do think this offense will be a lot better, Rock. And I'm not saying I'm taking Addison. I would just say if you ask me for Tootin or Addison, I don't have a side. I'm going with both of them.
All right.
It's like it's real close to me on that one.
What about Javonte? Javonte Williams is 10 spots ahead of Tootin.
I would go Javonte because of the offense. I just know what he did last year. Tootin, we still got to see it with Tootin. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't seen it. It sound good, but we got to see it. So I would take Javonte only because I know what I've seen already.
I don't blame you for that. I do want to push back on that, but I can't really, to be honest with you. So, all right. What about Chuba Hubbard and David Montgomery? They're at 131 and 133. Would you rather have them or Devontae Adams, Xavier Worthy, Jaden Reed, Terry McLaurin, Denzel Boston, Parker Washington, Jaden Higgins, Swift?
I will say I like the Terry McLaurin one the best between especially Chuba, because I do see a good season with Chuba. But we saw what the Commanders did in the draft. They didn't take anybody that's a threat to take that number one receiver spot at all. Free agency, they haven't signed one. I still think
you got Antonio Williams. He's going to be the clear wide receiver too, I believe.
Yeah, but he won't test McLaurin for one, though. So I'm saying that to say, if you believe in Terry McLaurin signing that big deal, not having a great year last year, but also coming back this year knowing that he is the guy, I think you go with Terry McLaurin. I would take McLaurin over Chuba, but it's that close. Like that. It's really, really close on that one. I would say that. But I would take McLaurin over all those other guys, though.
Alrighty. Okay. David Montgomery, you're not really feeling ahead of all those guys. You think he's appropriately ranked?
I think he is, only because, Rod, we've seen this offensive line look horrible for 2-3 years in a row. Yes, they got better.
They did get a little bit better last year.
They did, but I got to see it. I just got to see it, bro. And now I'm not saying that he can't. But I ain't buying into it fully because we know that defense is what's going to win games in Houston, not necessarily the offense. So maybe the offense can help us out a little bit. But plus, I'm a Woody Mars guy, Rock. Come on, man. Let's get Dave out of here, man. Come on, man.
All right. What about Rico Dowdle or Blake Corum?
I'm going with the offense. Give me Blake, man.
Man.
Now, I'm gonna admit this. Rico could have the better season, but I just trust Corum having a better situation and probably
you don't think it'll be that much better. You'd rather just stick with Blake. I got you.
Exactly. I would take the chance with the offense, 100%.
All right. And then the one more. Would you rather have Dylan Sampson or Jordan Mason?
That right there is a great one because Jordan Mason is the number one on his team. Dylan Sampson is replacing the number one until further notice. So, when now, Jordan Mason, if I'm chilling, give me Sampson.
Gotcha. Josh Jacobs or Cam Scataba?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Rock, because I saw a trade on another program. Can't remember the trade. Damn, now I forgot the damn trade, Rock. Okay. Damn, I didn't want to mess yours up, but I wanted to bring up Scatterbo because this was a high. Oh, there we go. You said Josh Jacobs or Scat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this one, and I think I know where you're gonna go, but I saw somebody have Scat or Chase Brown.
Chase Brown for me.
And that's what I was thinking. I was like, how is that even close? So I'm glad that we're on the same page with that one. So I'm gonna answer your question.
Vibes. It's because of the vibes of Cam Scatterbo.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Because when I saw that, I'm like, huh? Chase Brown? I don't know about that one. So to answer your question, though, Josh Jacobs and Scat, I'm gonna go with Josh, man. I think Josh has got a better situation this year. I think he's gonna go and do exactly what he needs to do. Scat has to come back from a major injury. We know how that can handle. They still got David Singletary over there, and we know those old head coaches in New York Rock. They are going to love the vet that shows up and does his job. Scat might be over there acting crazy, jumping off the damn bench. I can see John Harbaugh right now, like, man, can you sit down somewhere? You know what I'm saying?
He's the kid with the wild thornberries. Can you imagine? Like,
exactly.
He comes over and is interrupting Harbaugh during an interview. Harbaugh just takes out a boomerang and just throws it, and then you see Scat just run away.
So I'm gonna say this: thank God for Jackson Dart. I think Jackson Dart is going to be the reason why the coaches love Scat, because I think he's going to say, "Hey, coach, I got him." But if you asking those coaches over there, you asking Nagy and all them guys, they're gonna be like, "Man, look, man, this shit is crazy, man." So I would take Josh Jacobs for 2026, though.
Derrick Henry or Tootin?
Give me the King, baby. We just talked about the King. We talked about the Baltimore offense. We talked about them needing to win everything. So give me the King. I'm betting on that, man. Championship time.
Ramondre or Woody Marks?
When now?
I'm just going after your favorite players. That's
I got you. When now, Ramondre? If I'm chilling, give me Woody.
Alrighty. Swift is at 121. Would you rather have him or Ricky Pearsall? Or
Swift. Give me Swift. I know that's Pearsall's your guy, and I'm they just drafted scribbles over there. I don't know what they got going on.
Guess who's going ahead of Swift? Kyle Monangai is going 5 spots ahead of him.
Well, that's because everybody wants the new shiny toy, Rock. We just talked about that. Everybody wants the new shiny toys. Nobody wants these old guys.
Yeah. And then let me end with, I already talked about Chase Brown. That's all I got, Fizz. Do you have any other questions or any guys that you're thinking about that you want to be trading for?
Shout out to Jackson Tribe, man, for coming through, baby. And shout out Mr. Wonderful as well. I'm going to go through one. I'm just give you 2, Rock. Just give you 2. And if you got the right answers, I'm going to give you a tiebreaker. I'm going to ask you the same questions for the same players, just in a different way. I'm looking at, let's go Chuba, because Chuba's on the thumbnail, man. I think it's a big conversation, especially my boy Jake is in the building. He might got the inside scoop that we don't know about. But Chuba Hubbard, you said that he was running back 28, right?
Right.
We talking the whole backfield, Chuba Hubbard and Jonathan Brooks. So let's just say you got both.
Okay.
Would you trust Jonathan Brooks and Chuba Hubbard, or would you go Jatavian Price and Zach Sharp 8?
Who's Jatavian Price? You mean Jadarian?
Jadarian, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I thought you combined Jadavion Sanders, the tight end for Carolina, with Jadarian Price.
Listen, man. Listen, I was looking at Javonte Williams and then threw me off for a second. My bad. Jadarian Price, the new young rookie. Yeah. And I know he's picked 106, 107. So it's easier to take the young guys. I'm just saying, if you're looking at what we think Chuba can be this year, Jonathan Brooks being what he can be, Zach Charbonnet might not even play till November or December.
Hey, you're putting me to the test because he's going as the 106 in rookie drafts. He was not my favorite RB coming out. He is still really, really good. I like Mike Washington slightly ahead of him. But Jadarian Price got the draft capital, and he's going to be the clear RB1. And he's younger. I don't know how much younger. Chuba Hubbard.
Well, I said Chuba and Jonathan Brooks, though. They both in the same backfield. So you're getting two guys.
I'm kind of curious, though. So Chuba Hubbard, he's 26.9 years old. I want to see how old.
He'll probably be 27 by the time the season kickoff.
And Jadarian Price is 22.6. So he's 4 years younger. Give me.
But remember, Price might have to walk the thin line to get where he needs to be. Chuba
clearly win RB1.
That's what I'm asking.
I'm going to go with Price.
The question, right?
And this is the reason why.
Okay.
Price has a full contract ahead of him. What if we have seen the best of Chuba Hubbard? Yes, maybe he has another year or two left of top 12 potential. Yep. But Price, I think, he can offer you at least 2 years of RB2, and then maybe he can crack the top 12. Man, now that I'm saying that out loud, Fizz, that doesn't sound very good compared to Chuba. So if I can get Chuba Hubbard plus a second, I will take that every day over Jadarian Price at 106.
Well, I know you don't want to hear about the guy, Rob, but I'm telling Jonathan Brooks is still in this mix too. I know he hasn't played, right? I get it. I understand you ain't putting no respect on his name. I get it. The man is not 20. He's not 23 years old. He's still 22. He's same price, same age as Price. Might be younger. If he comes through this year and has a full healthy season with Chuba Hubbard, this could be a dangerous backfield with both of these guys, right? That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think I want to stick, now that we've talked it through, Fizz, I want to stick with my answer. If I can get Chuba Hubbard plus a second for Jadarian Price, I'll do it. I'm not going to take Jadarian Price over Chuba Hubbard because here's the thing. Chuba Hubbard can easily have another top 12 season. He still has at least another couple RB2 seasons in him. I don't know what Jadarian Price is going to be in the NFL. What if he's the next Rashad Penny?
He can be. That's a great question because they ran through a lot of running backs in Seattle, bro. They had a lot of running backs, McIntosh, all type of guys out there in Seattle. I don't know. Every year there's a new guy because Ken Walker was always hurt, so we never got that real backup, that true backup over there. And Zach Charbonnet is hurt right now.
I like what Carolina and Jake's team is doing. They're on the ascension.
That's my point,
they're going to be competing with the Bucks, the Falcons, and the Saints for that number 1 seed in the South. So they're on the ascension. I like what they're building over there. This team looks completely different over the last 2 years. And I think the running game is going to be a big part of it. So give me Chuba Hubbard.
That's the question, brother.
I have no idea what the Seahawks are going to look like without LaFleur. So
that's why I asked the question, brother. That's why I said I don't even need to ask another one. That's why I wanted to ask.
It's a great question. It's a great question. So.
All right. Well, I ain't gonna add another one because that was the one. I think that was the exact one I need to know. So, hey, brother, let us know what's on the dessert menu, man. That was the main course. That was the beans and potatoes and rice, the steak and rock. And listen, and now I'm not really a steak guy. I'm not a steak guy, as you know. I went to Mastro's. I think it's called Mastro's, fine dining down there, uptown in DC. I didn't eat a steak. I had a salad. Maestro's. Okay. Had a salad. Wifey got the steak and this and that. It was cool, right? I'm gonna ask you this though, Rock. Give me your go-to. I think you said this before. You and Maestro's. Looking at the menu. Forget the price. What are you ordering? What's your go-to? Me personally, I mean, I could have got something, but I'm just like, man, just give me a salad, man. You can't mess that up, right? So I got the house salad. I was cool with that. What's your go-to though? Steak, steakhouse. They got, best menu. What you got? Where we at with it?
All right, Fizz. So we actually do have a Maestro's 10 minutes away from where I
Oh, okay.
live at the
Okay.
Easton Mall. And I'm pulling up actually their freaking menu right now. So I'm trying to, at least it's telling me to, it's asking for a location. I don't know why they just don't tell me the freaking menu, Fizz.
Well, I did
Um,
see one steak on there was like $95. I was like, dang.
yeah.
What the cow toes come with this joint or what, man? What's up with it?
Toes. Oh my God. Okay.
Look it up.
So if we're talking, I like how we just completely derailed, but I really don't care because it's talking
There we
about
go.
food right now. So I think for an appetizer, Fizz, I'm definitely going to go with the roasted bone marrow. That's probably one of my favorite dishes. You get some of that, was scrape that over some bread and butter. That's it. That, that sounds really, really good. I'm going to skip the sushi, Fizz, because we're landlocked and I don't get seafood unless I'm on the coast. Soups and salads are for grandmas. I'm not going to do that either. Steak and chops. So for me, Fizz, it's hard
Man,
for
you're a
me
wild guy.
to want to spend $90 to $100 on a steak when I know I can cook it way better, half the price, and go to
Yep.
my local butcher and get a Wagyu. But if I am going to get a steak, oh my God. Of course, I always go for the most expensive one, the chef's
There you
cut
go.
ribeye chop, 33 ounce. How you doing? I think that sounds
How much is that,
really,
Rob? Like
really good.
120?
That's 116. Yeah. So
Okay, yeah.
120.
I looked at that. I said, yeah, hopefully she don't order this one. But go
The
ahead though.
And here's the thing, you don't really need the bone in, Fizz, because it's
Mhm.
not going to do all that much. All it's going to do is going to add some weight, and you're going to get the same amount of meat, and you're spending more money. So
Okay.
don't really need to do that. But the bone in Kansas City strip, 18 ounce, does sound pretty good. I'm going to get
Okay.
that with some bone marrow butter. Well, I already got some bone marrow, so I might do that with some black truffle butter. Get some blue cheese sauce on it. And oh my Lord, there's a lot of different steaks they got here. Here's the two most important
Rob,
things. What are
all
the
I saw was
sides?
steaks. It threw me off. I'm like, bro, I don't, man, give me a salad, man. I don't know, man. I'm good. Go ahead, break it down, Rod. Then we're gonna go ahead and go to the next.
Here are the sides. So they got like three different types of mac and cheese, Fizz. I don't know if you got the
Mhm.
lobster or the white cheddar. There's also the garlic truffle cauliflower. That sounds good. Garlic mash, twice baked potato. What would you get as your sides?
So we got the garlic mash. She got the garlic mash, and I forgot what steak she ordered. Like I said, I got the house salad. I'm gonna be honest, Rock. She's like, so you don't eat steak at all? Like, why you don't eat steak? Da, da, da. Like, well, you just try mine. I'm like, man, they got steak and cheese. You know what I'm saying? I hook that up. Cause Rock, whole time I'm thinking about the curry out. I'm like, man, can I go get a shrimp basket when I leave this joint? I'm not a
Fizz, you went
fine
to the wrong
dining
restaurant. You should have went to Red
Rock.
Lobster.
Listen, this wasn't for me. It was for her, right? But I'm just saying, bro, fine dining. I just say this. I'm not really a foodie, Rock. Like yesterday, I found this place. It's called the Breakfast Club up Silver Springs, Maryland. I took her there yesterday, right? Great. I got seafood grits. Seafood grits that had shrimp, lobster, crab, all that good stuff with the grits, right? It was good. But Rock, just give me some breadsticks. I'm straight. You feel me? Like I ain't a big food. You perfect example, Rock. I'm gonna leave it with this. When we was at that school,
Yeah.
you had all of this great stuff laid out. I was
Hmm.
the only picky one, like Rock, man. It ain't really my style, but it's cool. It's probably good, but I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not that I didn't want to eat your food. I'm just not really a foodie, bro. I don't know how I can't lose weight because I don't eat. I just walk around here drinking watermelon juice all damn day, and that's it. Like, I don't eat food like that. So, like, I'm good on the dining, bro. Just I have a good time, cool, but don't take me out to dinner, bro. I'm straight, man. Take me to Olive Garden. Take me, give me a blooming onion or something. I don't care, man. But I'm good on all the fancy, smashy food, bro. I'm good on
Take you out to the ball game so you can get a dog and some popcorn.
bro. Just give me some, bro. Give me some goobers, bro. No, give me some goobers, man. Chocolate covered peanuts, baby. I'm straight. You heard me? So,
Oh,
I say this, Rob. My number one go to when I go out of town, any city I go to, though, we going to get us a smoothie, baby. Smoothies all day. I would drink a smoothie till I
oh
die,
my
all day, every
God.
day.
Talk about the
Bury
most
me with a smoothie.
overpriced BS out there. They charge you like $10 and it's just a bunch of stuff put in
And
the
Rock, it
blender
filled
for
me up
this.
for the day. Fill me up for the day, man.
Mhm. So what
I'm
do you
just
think of
saying.
Mastros? Was it good or not?
I
Not worth
like
the
I like
price?
I like the ambiance. It definitely wasn't worth the price to me, but it was cool. Dark, laid back. I had right. Hey, look, I even got it right here. I had my shoulder straps on. Man. I was in there like Mike Lowry. You feel me? I'm in there like
What
I got
the
my shirt on. I'm in here looking like, hey, what's up, baby? You feel me? So
Oh,
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I was doing it up, man. I was doing it up, baby.
do you
But
get
it
your
was cool.
shooter in one of those? So you like McNulty
You
walking
never
around with
know. You
that?
never know, baby. You never know what I got in them pockets. But I will just say, shout out my baby, man. Great birthday. You know,
Mhm.
but I'm good on the fancy stuff, Rock. Hook your boy up, man, with an egg roll, and let's keep it pushing, baby. You feel me?
See, growing up for me, Fizz, eating out at a really nice restaurant, that was the best quality time I got with my family, especially with my parents. I don't have the greatest relationship with my parents, so it felt like I was special when I got to go to these
Okay.
steakhouses. So food used to be actually, I loved food so much, Fizz, it would get in the way of relationships that I had. I'd be
Hmm.
like, yeah, I don't want to talk. I want to just think about
I want
food,
to eat.
eat, and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So for me, Fizz, it's gotten in a lot healthier place. Now I use food to communicate love. Me and my wife, our greatest gifting, in our lives right now is hospitality. We love having people over. We love cooking up for them. Not just, cooking up like we do with fantasy football in this show. I just love that as a form of just showing people love. I think that's what I'm going to be doing after I've depart this earth, Fizz. That's going to be my job up in heaven. I'm going to be cooking in the kitchen.
There
So
we go. There we go.
all the greatest things that you see, when you look at scripture, it happens around, a table of food. That's where friends come together. That's where, things can be forgiven. I believe in the power of food. So that's what it means for me personally.
For sure, right? And I will just say this though, to close on my end. I love to cook though, Rock. I will cook.
Yeah.
I I've invited my mother, my brothers, all them over just to cook for them. I might eat one finger and be straight. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good on the eating. I'm good at the feeding though. I'm good with the feeding. So I like the
So
experience. I like the conversations. Just don't give me a big plate, man. Hook me up with a straw and a cup, and we good to go, baby. All right.
got you
But
some
hey,
chicken
Rock,
noodle soup. That's
there
it.
we go. There we go, baby. So it is dessert time, my boy. I
Mm.
broke down the menu. I gave you an extra menu that y'all wasn't expecting. Now, and look, I want to bring this back up, man. Shout out Patty, man. But Patty real dirty on this one, man. He said Spears not a state guy. All of his takes are thrown out the window, man. Get rid of him. It be like that, brother. It be like that. D Walk, I see you said check your inbox. I'm gonna check it out.
Fizz,
One question, Rob.
okay.
Hold on, one question before we switch over. Mr. Wonderful, 12 team, start 11, best ball, Gibbs or the 101 and Travis Hunter? I think it's Gibbs, no question. I ain't gonna ask about it.
Because Travis Hunter is he is the greatest. Like he could be an absolute zero. He has the potential of being a fantastic wide receiver. I don't know if after seeing how difficult it is for him to elevate to that level that I hoped for as wide receiver, I'm not sure if he's going to ever crack top 12. He has the talent to if he played wide receiver only. We know that's never going to happen. He's going to be, probably a corner, maybe best 50-50 between both sides of the ball. So it's basically not knowing what Travis Hunter is. It's Love versus Gibbs, and I'm going to take Gibbs 8 days out of the week, Fizz.
There we go. Love is in Arizona. We don't know what's going on. Gibbs is in Detroit. He has no David Montgomery. I don't think it's a question with me, bro. I'm going Gibbs all day, every day.
You need
100%.
something else. Don't you think? Like Travis Hunter, yes, I traded the 202 away just to get him, just because I didn't really like the wide receivers there, Fizz. But I need
I
something.
would do that.
I would do 101 and another first. Like if you gave me a late first or something in 2027, get something in 2027. Get the 101 and something in 2027 for Gibbs. Then it's closer. Not Hunter.
Yeah, I'm with that one. Hopefully, Mr. Wendell's still locked in with us, man. But we answered your question. Rock, I'm going to stall us out. Like Debo, you go find what you got to do, all right? Shout out to y'all, man, for being here. Damn, look a little. Oh, man, my screen ain't looking too sexy over here. But shout out to y'all anyway, man. For those that didn't know, man, we over here having a good time, baby, all right? Rock is about to cook up the trade. He got the cars over there. There's some questions right quick now that I'm here. Jake said, do anybody want the 102 before he makes the pick? Jake, for those that didn't know, we are currently in a draft that's just starting at 12 o'clock and we're 35 minutes in. D-Walk, matter of fact, we right here, D-Walk. Let me check you out, big dog. Jake, no, I don't want the 102 at all, brother. Good luck with it. Enjoy it. Unless you want Chuba Hubbard for it, then I want to think about it. So if you want Chuba for it, then yes. If not, no. How about that? Let's see what D-Walk offering me here, man. Y'all let me know. Yeah. D-Walk, man. Ain't looking good for you, brother. All right. It ain't looking good, Walk. You might got to walk the plank on this one, D. He said Dontavian Wicks in the 28th third or RJ Harvey. Can't fade that one, D-Walk. And the last one, Justin Jefferson, 28th third for RJ Harvey and CeeDee Lamb. And one thing I will tell you, big dog, shout out to you for buying a drip on CeeDee Lamb, but no shout out to you for making that one successful. All right, D-Walk, walk the plank, baby. We got to make you walk the plank on that one. I ain't feeling that one. Hey, man, I need to lighten my screen up or something, man. It ain't looking good, but I don't know if Rock want to hear about this trade or not. We're going to get in the mix. I'm going to play this preview video. Rock got the cars. We got the motion. Come check it out. We appreciate y'all being here. Let's get to the next part, baby. Yes, sir. Just like that, we back. Rock, did you hear them trades that my boy D-Walk sent me?
It was crazy what he was trying to send you. He should have known that you were gonna blast them on in front of everybody. Why would you send that?
Well, we had to bring it up. We said we don't talk about it.
I know, but like D-Walk, you couldn't have done better. Like that's like that you have to make a speech and you don't prepare for it. Why would you send that trash if you know that Fizz is going to talk about it in front of everybody?
I'm gonna be honest. Shout out D-Walk, but
Dontavian Wicks. What is he
Dontavian Wicks for Harvey? Come on, bro. Come on,
jeez. So hopefully we get some better hits in this box, Fizz, than what you just got in your trade. I mean, sometimes when we open these boxes, it's kind of like the trades that we get in fantasy football. It's just absolute trash. So
it's all good, big dog. We appreciate you, man. We're just having some fun.
Welcome to Pack Mentality, where we rip cards, talk football, but most importantly, we are going to have fun. Today, we're opening up a product that we haven't opened up yet, Fizz, but every time I see it online, I'm like, man, these look really, really good. We got the Panini Phoenix 2025. These are the lavas right here, Fizz. And we're going to be playing one of my favorite games. We're going to be playing Devil's Advocate. So you know me, I always like to play Devil's Advocate for those who are tuning in for the first time during this game. The rules are very, very simple. We're going to get a player of interest where I have to be the advocate or the prosecutor. Fizz has to play the defendant, and then we have to switch back and forth with different players, Fizz. So that's what we got today. Fizz, what do you think of Phoenix? Have you ever looked at any of these cards? Do you have any CeeDee Lamb Phoenix cards?
I actually do. I'll show you one while you in the mix of doing that. I actually ordered one, my brother. Ordered one.
Nice. Okay, Fizz, so you understand the rules already. Do you have any questions, or should we just start to get ripping?
Do your thing, baby. Do your thing. I'm going to find this Phoenix card. I actually have 3, but I'm going to show you my favorite one. Go ahead, do your thing.
All right, sounds good. Okay.
It's not about me.
All right, so...
But shout out to y'all, man, for making it this far in the show. We definitely have been on for a long time. Hopefully you're having a good day.
Yeah, I'm definitely having a good time, Fizz. So we got Mason Graham. We got Brock Purdy. So here's what the lavas look like, Fizz. These are basically the equivalent of on the Topps Chrome, those rookie waves that we've been seeing. So really clean looking card right there. I
just ordered the George Pickens lava one. I already know, big dog.
Nice. So that one's a good one right there. We got John Lynch, who's making a whole bunch of terrible decisions out in 49ers country. Ooh, we got Drake May right here too. We got Bucky Irvin, who we didn't get to talk about earlier. Maybe we could talk about now if you want to take him to court. We got Vinny Testaverde, who every picture I've ever seen Vinny, he just looks like he's 40 years old. I know he played for a long time, but
man.
And then we got Tajay Spears. So, Fizz, do you want to talk about Bucky Irvin or Brock Purdy, or we want to move on to the next pack? I think we could just do this 2 or 3 times. I got 6 more packs to go. Oh, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more packs to go. So,
Patty said, come on with a case hit, baby. I think he said, let's go ahead to the next one, man. Let's go to the next one, Rock.
All right, I'll try my best, Patty.
Case hit, Patty.
I do have an international hobby box of this that I'm super excited to open. So that was one of the first big buys that I got. So we got Jordan James, who I guess, do you believe that he's going to lose his job to Kalen Black? I do not like Kalen Black whatsoever. So we got Abdul Carter also on the lava as well. Ooh, look at this one, Fizz. We got Bo Nix on the Thunderbirds.
Just made that trade with D-Walk with Bo, man. Shout out Bo. That's my man right there.
Fizz, I'm going to take you to court. This is too good of a card.
It is.
Pass up. So, all right, Fizz, do you want to be the prosecutor or do you want to be the defendant on Bo Nix?
I could be the defendant.
All right, that means you're going to be the prosecutor next one. Okay, so Bo Nix, last year, I can't think of another QB, Fizz, that was more frustrating to have in fantasy football than Bo Nix. Bo Nix had a fantastic rookie season, but man, he was frustrating to have. He would either be like the QB 5 or 6 in the week or the QB 25 or 6. Just super inconsistent. They got Cortland Sutton at wide receiver. Now they have Jalen Waddle. Yes, but sir. Fizz, Sean Payton seems to just really love to run the ball, which I think really caps his season. It seems very limited. He does not push the ball downfield all that much. I think he might be a tad bit overrated, Fizz. What do you think of him?
No, sir. I would not say he's a tad bit overrated. And I will go to Keep Trade Cut to see where he actually is rated to let you know why. Okay. QBs right now, Bo Nix is QB 12. Now I'm gonna ask you this, Rob. He's QB 12. Would you go Bo Nix, Trevor Lawrence?
I hate Trevor Lawrence.
That's why I asked you. There we go. Yeah, with it.
All right, give me someone else.
Okay, Bo Nix. Well, I say this. Trevor Lawrence is 2 spots in front of Bo, right? Cool. Okay. Let's go to the guys behind him. Bo Nix, Brock Purdy.
I love Brock Purdy.
You do, but who has the better value, though? The better team, better scheme, better situation.
I think what they have in 49ers country is actually better on the offensive side of the ball. I do. I mean, you got Mike Evans, you got Ricky Pearsall, you got CMC, and you got Kyle Shanahan. I guess it's pretty even. I would say it's really even.
There we go. That's the answer I was really hoping you would say. I really believe it's so close. Yes, the 49ers have the more pristine offense, the more guarantee of what we've seen, but the Broncos have a lot more youth, and their players are they're pretty good, right? I mean, 49ers, CMC could be hurt any moment. Kittle was already hurt. The Denver Broncos have a lot of youth over there, and these guys are definitely going to come up, step up to the plate. So I think it's a tie, and I'm going to go one more. Bo Nix or Jordan Love because he's right after Purdy.
Bo Nix. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So he ain't too high there. He ain't he ain't a reach if he's right there. You feel me? That's all I'm trying to say.
It's kind of tough, Fizz, because Bo Nix is one of my favorite QBs. So that's why I like playing this game. I think he won that case pretty easily, though. CJ Stroud. See, I would probably been far more interesting if we actually talked CJ Stroud, but I think he's, really on the edge of having his career, going to, I don't know, he has to take a step forward, Fizz. So
he does. He does.
Oh, and then we got the Targaryen who we just talked about right here, Trevor Lawrence, and then we got Myles Garrett. So, but yeah.
Man, Rod, I think I'm missing a card, bro.
Missing a what?
A card. I think I'm missing a card.
Well, I mean, I'm missing a whole bunch of cards, Fizz. So I just
no. Well, that's because you got a bunch of them. Oh, hold up now. See some yellow, see some gold. Take your time with that one, Rod. You got to open it the way you supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Don't.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn from the best out here. So we're gonna sweat that one out. We're gonna save that one for last.
You showed the junk card, the worst one in your whole stack.
I kind of want to take you to court on Nick Sirianni, Fizz. This guy, I can't stand him so much, but he's
you the defendant then.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, we're gonna skip that one then.
Yeah. I'm about to say you could defend that man if you want.
All right. No offense to James Everett, but I'm not familiar with your game, so I don't know who that is, Fizz. So I remember Brooks at QB.
I was about to say, give me Brooks, baby. Aaron Brooks, baby. That's my man.
Got Jaden Fisk. Got Jason Myers. It's a hell of a picture right there. Oh, whoops. See that? Jahad Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Where we at,
Right
Rock?
here.
Who that? Who that? Who that? Matthew
We got Matt
Stafford.
Stafford on the gold contours, Fizz. This is a
Mm,
awesome looking card. And then
clean looking
Big
card.
Ben, who I don't care about whatsoever. So,
That look good.
all right, Fizz, I'm going to take you to court. So let's talk about Matthew Stafford. He is heading into likely his last season. That's what everyone keeps saying. He's been contemplating retirement over the last couple of years. He had an MVP season last year, Fizz. So you're going to be the prosecutor. Why should we be trading out of Matthew Stafford?
Oh, why should we be trading out of him? I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna say why should we value him? Okay. Because I have a different feeling about Matthew Stafford. But since I'm not on that side of the fence, I'll just say we should be trading him because of what we just saw. They took the 13th overall pick that they could have used to help him, and instead they use it to help themselves in the long run. So they either don't want to pay him, or they also want to put a fire under him that's lit so hot that he has to win a Super Bowl, or you ain't gonna be our quarterback next year. So I think what I'm saying is I'm not helping my case at all, but we should be selling him because of that, though. Knowing that he has a quarterback behind him that they just overdrafted, knowing that this might make him play the best football he's played in the last 2 or 3 years. You sell him, but you sell him at the highest price you can get. Tell somebody that they're getting a guaranteed championship with this guy right here because the LA Rams plan on trying to get one this year with him. So that's how I would sell it. He is the MVP from last year. He's going to have to double that this year.
I want to make this very short and simple for our jury out there. Matthew Stafford is coming off an MVP season. He was the QB1 last year. He is on a Sean McVay offense that is the Super Bowl favorite to win. He has Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. And also, too, he is valued only as the 112th overall player. He is behind dumpster fires like Dalton Kincaid, DK Metcalf, and DJ Moore. So I think this is easily probably the best QB buy that you can get in all of Dynasty football. Yes, there is, the chance that he retires after this year, but you know what? You can spend your second on a guy that does nothing for the whole rest of his career. So I think this is an easy shut case. Matthew Stafford.
Rob, quick question.
Yeah.
Straight up trade. You on the clock.
Yes.
106, which is price on Matt Stafford on a QB needy team that doesn't have but one QB, but they ready to win right now.
I would need something back on top of Stafford. I would.
Okay.
So if it was that, I would decline it. Just because I would be overpaying. I don't like overpaying.
Which side is declining? Which side?
I would, if I had Jadarian Price, I would not trade him straight up the 106 for Matthew Stafford, even if I was a QB needy team. So
there we go.
Yeah. D-Walk says he wants to talk about Bucky. At the very end, we'll talk about Bucky.
We got you, D-Walk.
Yeah, we'll talk about him. But let's keep going, Fizz. Oh, man. So, actually pretty happy with this pack so far, Fizz. And look what we got here. We got Campbell. So, fantastic looking card right there. We got Quinn Ewers. Ooh, this is I like this parallel, this color right here. That's a color match.
Wrong player, but it looked good, though.
Oh, my God. His stuff.
Have you ever noticed that the best cards
go to the shittiest players?
Every time, man. Every time. Man,
if this was Tyreek Hill or Devon Achane, this would be the number one card.
Yeah.
Outside of the ones that you got me, of course, Fizz. But man, that looks really, really good. Oh my God. Oh my God, Fizz. That's a hell of a card right there.
I'm going to look this up right now. Keep on going. I'm going to look that up, though.
Paragon right here. I think I have my values. I have a tab open right now. So, Fizz, if you can look for me, go to the website. It's called 130point.com. If you can look up a Jackson Dart Paragon.
You sound like Pops. Sound like your father, man. What's going on, Rob?
Fizz, I'm just so excited right now. I can't believe we hit this card. Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm glad you said we. Pay me, man. Hook me up. Well, I ain't gonna throw out too many numbers, brother, but it's looking good. Especially if you can get it authenticated, baby. It's looking real good. Say that.
Tell me some of the numbers. That's okay. That's what people do on the shows. I ain't bashful about what
All
this
right,
is
so
worth.
I'm just going to eBay. I ain't even on the site. I'm just looking at random people
All right, I'm
posting.
gonna
Right,
look it up. I got it right here.
eBay. I'm seeing graded 459.99.
Jeez, really?
Graded 350. Somebody has a $2,000 one up there that they trying to get money off of.
Dang, you gonna sell.
I see it by itself $20, $40, $60, but graded. I'm just looking. It's looking at over $200 for graded. Card. Graded over.
I have all these all over the place, Fizz. I'm seeing $6 and I'm seeing $50 and $100. So
are you looking at them graded though, or just by itself?
It's these are ungraded. So
ungraded. I see 16, I see 75, I see 85. Graded 250 plus though.
All right. Well, let's talk about Jackson Dart. I feel like we have to.
At least above 40. Yeah, for sure. Got to talk about it.
Man, wait a second. I just played defense attorney. Now I have to play the prosecution on
Jackson. Yeah, there you go. Tell me.
See, this is why I love this game. This is why I love this game. All right, this is the reason why. It's very, very simple, Fizz. The guy can't stay healthy. He does not know how to slide down. He's in the blue tent more than he's on the field. Blake Neighbors is number one wide receiver. We don't know anything about his health, but he's coming back from a major injury. And also, too, they got the worst brain trust on offense of all time with Matt Nagy and Greg Roman. I can't think of a better way to tank Jackson Dart's value. So that's my case against them.
And I'm going to just tell you this. Everything you said is and could be 100% right. But the world and the audience and the people totally disagree. They got him over Trevor Lawrence, Jalen Hurts, Bo Nix, guys that have already proven what they can do. And
he's got a great marketing team. That's what it is, Fizz. It's a great marketing team.
Right behind Pat Mahomes. And so I'm just saying, everything you said could be true, but the people don't see it your way, and the jury damn sure ain't going to agree with it. We going with Jackson Dart, who is QB number 9. We're going to say that he will sustain that, and the people believe that. So Jackson Dart to the moon, baby.
See, this is what I'm hoping for, Fizz. What I'm hoping for is that Jackson Dart has such a bad season that I can finally buy all of the shares of him in every single dynasty league and then see them get new OCs and then move on from that experience right there. Ooh.
Hey, hold on, Rock. Patty said after your argument, that card is evidently worthless. So don't even try to tell it. Patty, what's your address? We're gonna send it to you, brother. All right.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. All right, Kyle Shanahan. And we got talk about a guy that he's gone into such a pivotal year, Fizz. Marvin Harrison Jr. So that's a good looking card. He looks good in the black jersey. So
he does.
And talk about a guy that does not look good in his black jersey.
Ray is in the clouds, that's for sure.
Ooh, look! Oh my god, I love Musa Muhammad, Fizz.
Yes, sir.
That's a good
original Carolina Panther, baby.
Him and Steve Smith when they played together, that was one of my favorite.
That was when the franchise was just born. That was the original, the OG.
I gotta put this Paragon on a stand, Fizz, right next to Bo Nix. I'm gonna put him right there.
Keep the cases on it.
And
I think I'm missing a card, bro. Unless it ain't came in yet. I got so many cards that don't say delivered, but they actually delivered. I'm looking for my Phoenix CD Lamb one, bro. I cannot find it.
That's unfortunate, Fizz.
I can't find it.
If I was missing a card, I'd be pissed.
Bro, it's a rookie card. Like I literally. What the hell is it?
All right. Well, we know the last card's gonna be. We got Savion Williams. I see some people trying to trade just to get a 4th out of him. He ain't worth anything, unfortunately. Ooh, right here, Quinshon Judkins.
You eating, baby. You cooking.
On the Thundercloud. Man,
we talked about him and Sampson. I mean, Dylan Sampson.
Yeah. We got Brock Bowers. Got Tajay Spears. Man, I really am excited for Brock Bowers this year, Fizz. Got another Trevor Lawrence. Man. Got Michael Penix Jr. And then we got Lad McConkey. Fizz, you want to talk about Quinshon?
I was gonna go to Bucky, but we can do Bucky when we get back on the other side.
All right.
You got another case. I'm sorry. Oh my bad.
You got one more.
Well, I think we talked about Dylan. We talked about Sampson and that. I think we talked about that situation enough. To be honest.
All right. I don't know how to say this guy's name. I'm going to be completely honest.
AZ Thomas. That's
AZ
it.
Thomas out of the
There
Jets.
you go.
Oh my God. Here we go.
That
We
look
got
good.
Jake's
That look
favorite
good.
card of all time. We got a color match,
That's the
Lava
wave.
Bryce Young. We're probably
And the
going to,
wavy, baby.
that's probably going to be the one that, ooh, wait a second. We got one right here, Fizz.
Hey, Rock, I don't mean to stop you, but you are the St. Brown card collector. How many St. Brown hit cards do you have? Because every time you pull a card that look good, shiny, and all,
Oh my
it's St.
God.
Brown every pack.
He's one of my favorite players too. I'm keeping all my. I'm not even a Lions
The
fan,
next-
but I love St. Brown, and I'm keeping
Rock, the
all
next
these.
show, just bring all of your St. Brown cards. I guarantee you, I've seen at least 4 to 5, and they all look good. So you the
This
St. Brown
one
man right now.
definitely looks good, and then we go from looking good to looking cross-eyed and showing. Oh my God. I do wish them the best out in out in Atlanta. We got another Myles Garrett. Oh my God, we got you and Evie's favorite player of all time. We got Keon Coleman.
My man right there.
And then we got another Bo Nix. Okay, so do you want to talk Bryce Young or do you want to talk Amon-Ra St. Brown? We've talked about Amon-Ra St. Brown in past shows.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Bryce Young?
Yeah, let's talk about Bryce. Let's talk about Bryce. I'm looking up where he at now.
Okay. I was just the defendant on no wait, I was the prosecutor on
Yeah, I'm gonna defend Bryce. That's my man.
So you're gonna be I'm gonna be defending Bryce Young and then you're gonna be the prosecutor on him. So
yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. You defending? I thought I was defending.
No, I just prosecuted Jackson Dart, so that means I'm defending Bryce Young. Back and forth. So yeah, that's how it works out. This is why I love this game, Fizz. It puts us out of our comfort zone.
All right, no. All right, cool. So, Rob, tell us why, first of all, Bryce Young will lose his job. He won't come through this year for us with all the talent they gave us. Jake selling wolf tickets. Ain't nobody trying to buy no more because Bryce Young just don't got the confidence that I say he needs to have at the end of the season. Tell us why right now he is QB, just to give you a heads up. QB 23. He's only in front of Kyler Murray, who's on a 1-year deal. Malik Willis, who's probably can be replaced at any time. Daniel Jones, Matt Stafford, Ty Simpson. Those are the people that he's in front of. Basically, that says he doesn't have safety of anything going on in his situation. Let us know why we can't trust Bryce Young, or we can. And also, should we be getting rid of him now while the price is probably high as it's ever going to be?
I think Bryce Young actually is in a very good spot. So outside of, his counterpart, CJ Stroud, who was, Bryce Young was my QB1 in that draft class. I looked really bad the first couple of years with CJ Stroud, was killing it, MVP of the year. But every year, Bryce Young has gotten better and better and better. He's gone through adversity. He's handled it like a true professional. And they are building this offense around him. They have Tedero McMillan. They have Jalen Coker, who took over last year. They have a secure RB backfield with Chuba Hubbard leading the way. But I just have a lot of confidence in their head coach, in Bryce Young, taking, even if it's small steps forward, I'd rather have him at his age than a lot of the other QBs that you talked about. Matthew Stafford, if you're winning now, all right, that's fine. But I care more about what's going to happen than just this upcoming year. So give me Bryce Young, up and coming offense. That's Jake's team. Let's keep pounding. Don't give up yet on Bryce Young.
Okay, well, just watch out with what you're pounding, okay, brother? But I feel you, though. I got you. I understand it.
That's their
look. All good. I got you. Keep on pounding then, Big Bell. But do your thing. Keep me away from it, though.
And then since we what's his face? D-Walk wanted to talk about Bucky Irving. All right. I don't know how I was able to find this card. But yeah, let's talk about really quick Bucky Irving.
I'll say this. We don't even have to play the game on this one. We could just go through what it looks like. To me, Bucky, RB13, he's behind Breece Hall, Travion Henderson, Quinshawn Junkins. 3 guys, really, bro, that really aren't in this perfect situation. And they definitely can't produce 100% better than what Bucky can produce. Now, me personally, I've always been down on Bucky. Maybe I'm just that one guy that's just a sleeper and doesn't want to give him his flowers.
Yeah.
But if you're telling me I'm taking him behind guys like Breece, Henderson, Junkins. I can't agree with that one, Rob. Can't agree with that one at all. He basically has no Mike Evans now. The offense is a little younger. So maybe Todd Bowles, being the coach that he is, wanting to play defense now that he got a defense, this run game might be the thing that he leans on the most. He also has Kenneth Gainwell, who's the passing game guy who might take away some catches. But overall, if I'm looking at this list, Bucky would squeeze his way up to the top 10 because I'm taking him over Quinshon Junkins right now, 100%. He's going to move up 3 spots for me.
So he is, I think, the unquestioned projected starter in Tampa Bay. They love running the ball in Tampa Bay. I think with them losing Mike Evans, they're going to probably lean even more so on that. He has receiving to his game. It's going to be him and Kenneth Gainwell. I don't expect Kenneth Gainwell to take over the backfield the same way he did because it's Jaylen Warren was the only thing that was in his way. So, like, they're basically the same RB. He's not going to do that in Tampa Bay. At RB 14, 63 overall, I think he's a fantastic value. Not the supreme value some of the other guys, but hey, if you like, I love the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's them and the 49ers. Those are my alternate teams outside of the Baltimore Ravens, Fizz. So I'm just a Tampa Bay guy. Baker Mayfield, Emeka Ibuka, they're going to hold it down through the passing game. So yeah, I just like Bucky Irvin, who was the best RB out of his class, Fizz. Remember when we talked about 2024, no other RB outside of Ray Davis has done anything in that class. So yeah, I just like Bucky Irvin quite a bit. So hopefully that helps D-Walk.
Well, hopefully D-Walk wasn't asking us to talk down on him because that didn't happen at all, brother. All right. But Rob, let us know. Show us, I guess, the last run through of these your cards you got on there, man. Show us the sexy ones. Then we're gonna get up out of here, man, on a good word.
Sounds good. So these are today's hits. We cooked today, Fizz. I don't even have to ask you if we cooked or not. So we had Quinshon Junkins on the Thunderbird. We got Bryce Young on the Lava color match right here. We got Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God, shining really bright on the contours. We got the Matt Stafford also on the contours right here with the Lava. We got Bo Nix on the Thunderbird. And our best hit was Jackson Dart Paragon. So really, really good rip today, Fizz. I had a ton of fun. How about you?
100%, bro. 100%, man. We locked that one in. Let's get us back on this screen. This way. Yeah. So that was a good one, bro. Didn't plan on going 2 hours, but hey, I will say the energy was good, so we let it flow while we can, brother. So it's all good. It's all love. I'm still mad I can't find my damn card, Rob. I'm still kind of a little salty on that one. I had my one Phoenix, though. This is a hot route CD Lamb card, but I can't find.
Hold that up. I can barely see it.
You see it? Where's that?
Oh, that looks good. Yeah, I like that one quite a bit.
But I can't find my other ones, bro. I'm a little salty behind that. Maybe it didn't come yet because eBay be saying all type of stuff. Long story short, let's figure it out, all right? But hey, man, leave us off with a word. I actually have a word I want to deliver myself, and we're gonna get up out of here, bro.
But yeah, let us know what your favorite card was, any comments, any fantasy questions that you have, if there's anything excited that you would want me to rip open, going forward on Pack Mentality. I'm getting a whole bunch of cards that I'm pretty excited about opening with you guys. But for my word of wisdom, this week, Fizz, don't just care about being right. Care about listening and understanding others too. It's a lot easier to change your ways if you leave room for being wrong. And that's my word of wisdom for the week. It was honestly spurred so I've been pretty low on Jacoby Lane, Fizz. Mm-hmm. I've never heard so many people who I respect in this space talk about Jacoby Lane being their favorite wide receiver in this year's class, Fizz. Not only Matt
I tried
Harmon,
to tell you that the other day, bro, and I ain't saying I talked him up, but I'm like, you don't like Lane? Come on, Rock. And you said, your quote, he was the worst graded receiver that I had, and it threw me off because I said, you made me be quiet. I ain't even want to talk no more because I said, no, bro, he's not. But I'm glad that you are fixing your wrongs because I am a Lane guy. I'm in the right lane on that one, brother. I like that one. Keep going, though. I ain't mean to cut you off, but I'm glad
Yeah,
there you go.
He had my worst film grade. So the way that he wins, and here's the thing, film is in the eye of the beholder, Fizz. So I look for certain things. I look for separation. He's not a good separator. I look for big yak plays. He does not do that. He is a go up and elevate to catch the ball and bring it down, Fizz. I think that's limited in fantasy circles. So when I see, guys like Jacoby Lane, I'm comparing him to guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown, guys that can make big plays. But regardless of that, when Matt Harmon says he's one of his favorite day two guys, and then also too, when my favorite player of all time, it's Ray Lewis and it's Todd Heap. Todd Heap coached Jacoby Lane in high school, and Jacoby Lane called up Todd Heap during the 30 on 30 visit that they do. I just combined ESPN video. I don't know what it's called. I think they allow only 30 people to visit a team every year. One of the ones that Eric DeCosta brought in was Jacoby Lane.
Top 30 visit.
Yeah, top 30 visit. And Jacoby Lane called up Todd Heap. Todd Heap has just been saying that he has just as much of any chance to be a top receiver in the league as any of the other guys in this class, Fizz. So I think when you hear things like that, and as much as I love Todd Heap, he was the reason why I got into football. Todd Heap is my favorite player of all time. So when I hear guys like that really talk up Jacoby Lane, I can't be too hard on the guy, So I'm changing my ways. So,
all right. Well, we're glad that you're back, baby, because when I brought it up last week or whatever week it was, and when you said it, I was like, damn, maybe it was something. But I'm a Dez guy. Dez said that was his favorite receiver in the whole class. He was talking about Lane for like 3 months. So I instantly was like, I started checking him out. And when you kind of hurt my heart when you brought that up last week, I was like, no. But hey, I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you're back, big dog.
Yeah. It's just, it doesn't do me any good to be so negative on a guy, It's just like, all right, maybe he doesn't fit my profile for a guy that succeeds in the NFL. And who knows? And like the Ravens don't have the greatest track record, but that doesn't mean that I should just bury the guy, especially if he's on my team, Fizz. So
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, I just say this, Rock. I'm gonna leave out with this. I can't remember it verbatim, because I don't have the knowledge of remembering because I just saw it yesterday. But seeing the MJ movie, bro, I just give this speech. Rock, I don't know if you know this about me, man, but I always wanted to be the star, brother. When I watch people do what they love to do, like MJ, man, I be getting chill bumps. Just like, damn, bro, I'm supposed to be on that stage. You feel me? So I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying that inspiration is things that I like seeing other people do, live out their dreams. And when I watch him become little Mike to big Mike, he literally, now, of course, the movie is the movie, but you could tell that he knew who he was before anybody else knew who he was. His father built that, but he knew, I am him. I'm that dude. Like, nobody can say otherwise, which is why Deion Primetime was one of my favorite players of all time, if not because the man knows he's the best. So I'm saying all that to say, if you don't want to be the best, you don't want to be iconic, don't show up, baby. You feel me? I'm trying to be the best. I'm trying to be iconic, Rock. I'm trying to be at the top. So if I put my name in the hat, baby, you better pull it, or you're going to have to re-roll and pull that thing again. All right, we're going to keep going till my name is in it, baby. But I'm saying that to say, man, be your best at all times whenever you enter the room. And no matter who acknowledges it, as long as you acknowledge that you are that guy or that girl, that's all that matters, baby. All right? When your casket close, you're in there by yourself. But just remember, you was him or you was her while you was on earth. That's all that matters to me, Rock. All right?
And if you can't be the best, Fizz, at least you can eat like the best. Go to Mastro's, get some bone marrow, get a nice steak.
Get some watermelon juice, baby. All right? Drink like the best.
Exactly. So I absolutely love that word of wisdom, Fizz. Me and you, we're always trying to be better than we were yesterday, and we're looking forward on how we can do that. So I love doing this show with you. I think we're two of the best in this space. But a big part of that is the people that we got that tune in every week that we get to cook up for. So shout out to everyone that's in the chat that joined us for this week, Fizz. And keep cooking good looking. I'm looking forward to next week, Fizz.
Yes, sir. Me too, man. Shout out everybody in the chat. Shout out Patty Mills, man, for that comment. Shout out to the people, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that button. Hit the notification. Whenever you see us, baby. But until then, you know what it is. Time's up. Shador Sanders with the rollie in the armor.